it. Fortunately, the receiver was coming back to the ball and was able to knock it down between two defenders. So mine is Rudy just because of that. Like, I couldn't – after the game, I was kind of in awe of what he did in the situation he was in.
Yeah, it was such a tough circumstance. And, if you have those beliefs and someone's looking down to throw the game-winning touchdown with no time left after you endured the loss through the week. So hats off to Rudy. All of West Liberty's prayers are with him, and let's hope he can move forward.
And that's what we're hoping. He's strong mentally.
All right, well, that wraps up this first section. We'll be back to talk about next week's opponent.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Roger Wiley. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Hilltoppers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Inside Hilltopper Athletics is brought to you by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Here's your host, Lynn Ullum.
Welcome back to our second segment. I'm Lynn Ullum, Director of Athletics, joined by head football coach Roger Wiley. We just spent the entire first segment talking about the thrilling finish down at Athens, West Virginia over Concord. And now, Coach, we get back home and get to play a rival with a friend of ours and former coach on your staff, Mike Keller. Tell us a little bit about the Pioneers.
Well, offensively, it starts with their quarterback. They have a big freshman quarterback. He's probably 6'4", 6'5", 260 pounds. He can run. He can throw it. And knowing Mike, he's kind of similar to me. We're old school. We know we need to establish the run at some point in time, and then he's going to max protect and probably take some shots deep on us. Hoping to get big plays. And you look on the other side, defensively, they've changed where, normally Coach Hill and Coach Keller have always played a four-man front, and they've been playing more stack looks than anything else. And I don't know if it's because, looking at their starting lineups from the first game to now, there's some guys missing. So I don't know if injuries has caused them to change the front, that they have more skilled kids available, and so they're going to get in some different looks. We're going to see some exotic blitzes offensively, and then their kicking game has always been strong, meaning, no matter where Mike has been, he's made sure that special teams, they got a punter, predominantly his kicker's always in the top two. They'll kick a lot of field goals. He's fairly conservative when they get into the red zone, as far as they don't go for it a lot on fourth down. So really we're looking at a mirror image. I think they're going through the same struggles and grinds with injuries that we're going to. They've had some great wins this year. But I think a lot of their issues has to go back to health issues, because they've changed from a 4-front to a 3-front defensively. But it's kind of like, this week, we have to change the way we call things, because they know pretty much, him being on staff, what our signals are, how we call things. And so we got a game plan for that. And obviously Coach Hill being on our staff and now their defensive coordinator, he got to look at it for 4 years in a row. So he knows what our audibles, what our checks, what we look for. So we're going to have to, we can't just have wholesale change. We have to do what we do best, but how we get to it is going to be a different process.
Yeah, Glenville's had an unusual season as well. Had a tremendous opening day win, and then they beat Notre Dame.
Right.
And then have been on the short end of a couple of scores. So this league is crazy. You and I talked about it yesterday. Just not even so much who is going to win the game, but even some of the scores of the game have not been unusual or been unusual.
Yeah, it's a battle of attrition, really, who can stay the healthiest, because, anywhere in Division II, the depth is going to be an issue when you're getting a lot of injuries, or injuries are compiling into one position. And so whoever's lucky enough to stay the healthiest is probably going to win out and win the conference.
Not to bring up a bad thing from years ago, but talking about Division II with the limited scholarships and building depth throughout a roster, I can remember, and this goes a while back, but remember the year where we had no inside linebackers left on the entire team?
Right.
We even moved safeties up, and they got hurt.
Right, and we had it. We had it one year with the offensive line when we went down and beat Seton Hill with the 2 tight ends starting at tackle because our line got depleted. And when we started off the year with 15, that's kind of like our wide receiver position right now. We started with 20. We're down to 8. And so, running backs, we started with 7, we're down to 3, and we had to move a wide receiver DB back to running backs, doing a great job. But at some point in time, you hope to start getting players back. And so we're hoping that starts happening soon.
Well, we do, down the road here in a few weeks, we do have an open week for the first time in a while, so maybe we can get some kids healthier.
Yeah, and it's crazy on Division II. We're the only division in America that you have 11 weeks to play 11 games. We wouldn't have that open week without AB, and that's kind of crazy if you think about it, the physical. And so it's going to vote this, I think, January to see if they can add a week 0, so to say, just so teams can try to spread it out and not have to play 11 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, the injuries in this sport, just as you said, they pile up, and if you don't get an abundance at one position, sometimes you can get through it. But if you're unfortunate and it really hits a position, it's hard to overcome that. In conjunction with our game this week, I want to mention it's Hall of Fame week here, which is one of my favorite weeks of the year. We do the breakfast and then the ceremony before the game, and just to hear these speeches, it's just amazing.
Right.
The experiences that these people have. So we will honor them at halftime as well, where they come out and get their plaques. But a big class, 9 people, so that's going to be a fun day to get these people back.
Well, it just proves over the years the tradition of athletics and the number of great people that have come through here. It comes out when you see those people come back, and they're very supportive and very appreciative of what West Liberty meant to them in their life. And so it's always a great day football-wise, too. We do talk about to our players the legacy that those people have left in their respective sports.
Now, it will be interesting for you, see how tough you are. It's only supposed to be 55 degrees on Saturday. Can you handle that?
I'll be okay as long as it doesn't rain. 55 is okay. Now, that's the only thing. Before 55 was like, okay, I'll probably have a toboggan on. I'll probably have my big coat on. But, yeah, I looked at that. And then my grandkids and my son and daughter-in-law are coming to visit. I'm going to blame this on Kenzie because Kenzie wants snow. Living in California, she doesn't get to see snow. She goes, Papa, I hope it snows out there. And I'm like, no, we don't want snow. So.
Yeah, a little early for snow, so let's hope that doesn't happen. But, yeah, we've always teased you that you just can't take the cold. Of course, when you grow up in Hawaii and California, that's
yeah, it is. You never get acclimated. Even though I try, say, okay, it's 50 degrees out today, and then I get out and say, oh, my God, how cold this is.
Well, all right. Well, that's going to wrap up. Much better mood this week. Again, thrilling win last week. Got the Pioneers coming in, 1 o'clock kickoff versus Glenville. And, Coach, let's keep this thing rolling and let's get another one.
Yeah, we're going to try. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Roger Wiley. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Hilltoppers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Hi, my name is Roger Watson. I'm an exercise physiology student here at West Liberty University, and here's what it's like to be an exercise phys student. For the first class, we got group fitness leadership with Ms. Wack.
Today we're reviewing for the first 10 minutes of class choreography, structures, and dance aerobics movements. And then we're getting into cardio kickboxing today.
Exercise physiology is the study of the human body when in motion. I think that's the best way I could describe it, whether it's under serious duress, like you're in a sporting event and you're trying to maximize ability, or just simple things as understanding, running mechanics for your daily jogs that you like to take in the morning. The exercise physiology program at West Liberty is really unique in a couple different ways. The professors we have are some of the top professors in the state. They've had extensive experience in their fields, and they offer a wide variety of ways to learn and better yourself. We also have access to state-of-the-art technology, quality ex-phys lab room, and many resources to once again continue to better yourself.
Go out, and then we're going back in.
Ex-phys is something that you can use in your day-to-day life. But then if you're obviously, we go to school to get an education to hopefully pursue a great career, ex-phys is one of the most rewarding careers. Working with people and helping them physically change as well as mentally change is one of the most enjoyable things I've ever had the opportunity in doing.
You're looking at your punching. I'm not going to do it fine. Because there's a whole lot.
All right, now we're into biomechanics with Dr. Hannah.
We have the guest speaker today. This is Mr. Chris Dunaway. Please welcome him. I'm excited to have him here. His new current role is now the International Athleticism and Performance Coordinator for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You get an anatomy class that's going to teach you overviews. You get some biomechanics involved. Then your 2 ex-phys labs are really important. Ex-phys 1, you're learning how to take blood pressures, do basic stuff that even clinical nurses might learn, stuff like that, because as you're learning ex-phys, you're getting more and more closer to the medical field. It's not just as simple as, a PE teacher. You're learning hands-on blood pressure, heart rate monitoring, exercise testing. We've had a few guest speakers come in that are really unique and offer their perspective in whatever field they're working on. So there's a lot of things that have been really great about the program. Even coming in just like your day-to-day stuff, like the classmates I've had, the professors I work with, it takes ordinary stuff to another level.
Come on, do it again. Squat down. Come back up. Did it improve? Yes.
So as far as ex-phys goes, you can really branch off into a couple different careers. Obviously, physical therapist is one of them, PTs. We also have some guys that are actually going to go into the PA program. If you do enough clinical stuff, you can go directly into that. Obviously, you can be a clinical exercise physician, right? You can also lead into, if you really want to go more medical, you can also look at becoming a cardiologist, and this could branch off very easily into that. You can work in cardiac rehab in a hospital. There's a lot, depending on what you want your day-to-day be like, ex-phys is going to have a career for you. Next class we got up is cardiac rehab with Dr. Metz.
We're going to use our normal process, only today we're going to actually be moving strips, so it's not going to be a still breathing.
I chose ex-phys because, well, for one, I'm an athlete. That makes it easy. It transitions in very well. If you're an athlete, you're learning stuff that can literally help take your game to the next level. But ex-phys also offers a lot of things that, for me, just made sense. The opportunity to help people reach their goals, right? Physical goals is, I think, one of the things that America really could use a second look at, because obesity rates are rising, people are having all type of cardiovascular issues, stuff like that. And if we could take a chance to look at exercise as one of the foundations of life, then we would be better off. And I want to help people do that. And so the ex-phys is lined up right in that way. All right, guys, today I'm volunteering at a local organization that I'm blessed to have the opportunity to work with. I volunteer at a local children's organization, and I was given this really wonderful opportunity actually from one of my coaches. And that's one of the things I think West Liberty offers best is opportunities outside of school. No matter who you're with, you're going to connect in them. And I could say working with this organization has been seriously one of the most life-changing things I've had. It just kind of puts a lot of your own stuff in perspective, and then the opportunity to try to aid them and try to help in their journey of self-betterment. It's something that I enjoy going to every single day that I get a chance to. Like I said, I'm only able to do this because of the connections that West Liberty has offered me. Down, up, one more, down, up, down. Thanks for checking out the program here today with me. If you need more information, check out our website.
I'm a nursing major at West Liberty University, and today I'm showing you around my hometown, Parkersburg, West Virginia. So first off, me and my friend Kai are going to be going into Stoked Coffee.
I would describe Parkersburg as a small town, but there are a lot of hidden gems that not a lot of people know about. I would say that we have a very rich history, and there are a lot of different things to do, a lot of different local shops and restaurants, and it's a great hometown feel and a great place to grow up.
Now we're gonna walk around downtown Parkersburg and go to a couple shops.
Parkersburg and West Liberty are both small towns, and you get to know a lot of people. And for a student from Parkersburg, West Lib is a good choice because it is an easier transition because you're going to another small town and you can get to know people easily. I chose West Lib because of their amazing nursing program and the fact that I was able to cheer there. My grandma is also an alumni at West Liberty, and she took me to visit the campus. And as soon as I got there, I loved it, and I knew that it was the place for me, and I feel like I made the best choice for myself.
Wait, that's cute! So now we're at Fort Borman Park.
So Fort Borman is a historical Civil War site. It's a very big tourist attraction here, and whenever my friends from West Liberty come visit me, that's where I always take them because you can see all the sites at Parkersburg.
So now we're gonna go into our alma mater, Parkersburg Catholic High School, and see some of our old teachers.
The transition from high school to college was not too difficult because I went from a really small school to a small school as well. But at the same time, it was a lot different because I've only ever been in Parkersburg, and that's all I've ever known was going to a private school. But the transition was smooth. As soon as I got there, I made lots of friends and had a lot of people that were able to support me with the transition and encourage me.
Thanks for visiting my hometown, Parkersburg, West Virginia, and be sure to check out West Liberty University.
From humble beginnings in 1837, West Liberty University has been home to thousands of students. Whether you're a recent high school graduate or looking to complete a college degree later in life, starting your educational career at West Liberty University will be the catalyst for your future. This is a place where you will discover who you are and where you belong, surrounded by lifelong friends and a supportive faculty and staff. Start your journey home at westliberty.edu.
Welcome to West Liberty University football on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network and Topper Station. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Main Street Bank, Chick-fil-A, Dr. and Mrs. John P. McCullough, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Dr. and Mrs. Clyde Campbell, Belmont Savings Bank, Alex E. Paris Contracting, Commonwealth Financial, IBEW, Calcruth Roofing and Sheet Metal, Undos, Gil Ullum CPA, Generations, WVU Medicine, The Store, The Dirty Dog Tavern, Dirty Dog Bowling, Karen Ullum Realty, The Health Plan, Comfort Maker, Moundsville Pharmacy, Whipkey Cattle Ranch, Cameron Lumber.
We are live from West Family Stadium on this beautiful October afternoon. Welcome in, Topper Nation. I am Todd Ollum. Alongside me, former women's head basketball coach and current athletic director, Lynn Ollum. Coach, a lot of reasons for Topper Nation to be happy today. A big victory last week, a walk-off touchdown. You don't see that too often in this sport, and it's also Hall of Fame Day on campus.
Well, I made the trip to Concord, so it really made that drive way more enjoyable on the way back. And then, of course, you mentioned Hall of Fame this morning. As normal, just an incredible experience to hear these former alums and stars reflect on their careers. And you're right, beautiful but cold day.
Yeah, it's for me, a guy my size, I love it when it gets cooled off like this. It's the 42nd induction of the West Liberty Sports Hall of Fame. Again, the Toppers' victory last week, first of the season. Glenville, they fell to Charleston at home. It was a tough one. It was 52-17 for Glenville, 23-21 in favor of the Toppers at Concord last week on the walk-off touchdown. Once again, the Toppers' passing offense is doing the job. Number one in the conference, also the number one passing defense in the conference. So people can have their assumptions. Hey, West Liberty's been down in games. They've had to throw a lot, but the skill, the execution that this passing offense has done, even if it wasn't the case in their games, I think this is still would be a passing attack people have to worry about.
Yeah, absolutely. And the numbers last week were a little deceiving because West Liberty trying to develop a running game and having a lead for the first time really all season. I don't want to say de-emphasize the pass, but they were using clock and being a little bit more methodical, or it would have been another huge day because Rudy was really, really good.
Yeah, and watching your coach's show earlier this week, you and Coach Wiley talking about the heavy heart that Rudy played with, his father passing away last 2 Wednesdays ago. That young man showed an unbelievable amount of heart. If you weren't watching or if you didn't know much about the Toppers this year, they've come back in quite a lot of games. They show their heart. They have not quit. So it wouldn't have looked any different last week if you'd watched the rest of the season. But knowing what Rudy was going through and the performance and he put on and what he was able to finish the game with was something storybook.
Well, if you believe in a higher power, it was almost scripted.
Yeah.
For one, for him to be able to emotionally get himself ready to play. You know, you go through an experience like that, and he wanted to play, and he played really, really well. And, again, a higher power, someone looking down upon you, to give that young man a chance to throw a game-winning walk-off touchdown pass. And unbelievably trying times that made that day just a little bit better.
And I'd have to agree with what Coach Wiley said on the coach's show. His being a teammate of his, knowing what he had gone through, and seeing the way he was performing, how do you not step up and play with him, play as hard as he is? And that's exactly what the Toppers did, and they pulled out a victory, their first of the season last week, 23-21 on a walk-off touchdown pass for the Toppers. We go to Glenville State this week. They had a big win against Notre Dame College earlier this season, a huge upset people were not expecting. But then this past week, they fall to Charleston, one of the other big dogs in the conference, 52-17. And you heard Coach Keller say earlier this week that they're kind of in the same boat that West Liberty is, whether it be with injuries and things of that nature. They're still trying to figure things out because of some of those issues. And we'll see what happens here today. They got a couple familiar coaches. We're familiar with the way they like to play offense. They are familiar with the way we like to play offense. Coach Keller, the head coach, here for one season as offensive coordinator, and then defensive coordinator for Glenville State. Brian Hill, a former D-line coach at West Liberty.
Well, I'm a big Mike Keller fan. You know, I've known him throughout his years in the WVIC, MEC, and of course we got him to come up and work with us for a while. He's a smart guy. I jokingly said, will he execute a fake punt against us today? Because he's pulled that off a couple times. But, yeah, their season's been a little unusual. They started that season, went up, played a Great Lakes team, big win to start the season, and then they pulled the even bigger win against Notre Dame. But the scores in our league, it's not just the results, but even the scores. Wheeling goes to Pembroke and loses by 20-some. Charleston beats Glenville by 35 or whatever. Just a weird year.
It absolutely is. We'll see if any of that weirdness happens today. Again, familiarity sometimes can cause a little bit of a defensive struggle, you could say, but at the same time, you never know what could happen with two guys that know the offensive side of the ball pretty well between Coach Wiley and Coach Keller. And we talked about Coach Keller and Coach Hill being here before as coaches. They did a tremendous job as coaches. We loved what they did here, but they were both very good players when they were college age. They became very good coaches, but I think we can all agree here at West Liberty they're better people than they are coaches, and they're great coaches.
Right. I've enjoyed knowing them and was quite close with them during their time here, and there's no doubt in my mind, given the time and the resources, Coach Keller wins everywhere he goes, and he's going to win at Glenville. But I'm more concerned with West Liberty today. And we've had some success against Glenville, so let's hope that West Liberty can build off of the incredibly exciting, as you said, walk-off win, get another win today, and prepare to go to Wesleyan and try to make it 3 in a row.
Absolutely so. The Toppers, again, we can't go this pregame without mentioning this. We've been talking about offense a lot so far. We'll go on the defensive side of the ball. The Toppers, Cam Rice was the MEC Defensive Player of the Week this past week. What a tremendous job he has done this year. Cam had 7 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 2 pass breakups, and 1 forced fumble. His 3 sacks in the game were the most by a player in the MEC this season, and tied for 5th most in Division II, while his 4.5 tackles for loss are the 2nd most in the Mountain East Conference and tied for 4th nationally in a game this season.
Yeah, he was incredible. He really, really was. And he, as great pass rushers can do sometimes, dictate the flow of the game. And it was evident from the first snap he was full tilt.
And it's going to be fun to watch him go up against that Glenville State offense and their big-time quarterback. When I say big, I mean big. He's only a sophomore, but he's 6'3", 263 pounds. Anthony Garrett. Folks, you're going to see him run and pass the ball today.
Well, I'm curious with Coach Keller, knowing him, to see if they get whoever Cam Rice is lined up on, do they get help? I wouldn't be surprised if they leave a back in and try to double team him.
Well, Coach, we will take a quick break. Kickoff is coming up very soon. We will see you on the other side of the break coming up on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
All right, now you're just like Daddy, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training.
Here you go, Daddy.
Or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity, part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Roger Wiley. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Hilltoppers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
And welcome back as we get set for the Main Street Bank kickoff in the beginning of the WVU Medicine first quarter. The Glenville State Pioneers won the toss, and they have deferred until the second half. So the Topper offense will see the field first, and fitting as they, again, the walk-off touchdown to end last week, they get right back on the field to start this week.
And Coach Wiley, we won the toss consecutive weeks and took the ball, so this isn't any difference. We get the ball again to start the game.
Well, again, we'll see what Coach Wiley's offense will do going up against Coach Brian Hill. He spent 3 or 4 years here on the Hilltop. It's going to be a fun day. The nice overcast October. You're getting the view of the leaves changing in the background. It's starting to become very beautiful up here.
Yeah, we're about a week away from it being peak, but, it's amazing just to talk geography. I was with Rex Lancaster up in the northern panhandle earlier in the week, and their leaves, even 25 miles from here, significantly had turned more.
Did you get to try the new bridge?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
My son thinks he's the first one to run across it. He was out running, and it was illegal, but so he's claiming he was the first one to run across it.
Well, hearing that he was the first one to run across something doesn't surprise me too much. Now as we get set, here comes the kickoff team for Glenville State. Their kicker, Brody Lehman.
One of the things, Todd, not to interrupt, but Coach Wiley talked on a coach's show this week that Coach Keller is always big on special teams, and he seems to always have a quality kicking game.
Well, he's got one right now, just a true freshman, 5'11", 179 pounds for the Toppers. Back to return. Try to get some numbers here.
And kick return has been a strength for West Liberty this year.
Yes, it has. Joshua Clark has been big on the kick returns this year so far. Taking that first one, Rashawn Harvey. He'll get stopped at about the 18-yard line. Tackle made for Glenville State. This is number 41, Lucas Ripito. And out come the Glenville State Pioneer defense and the Topper offense.
And getting back into the kicking game, Todd, the deep kick broke up the rhythm of that return. Harvey had to retreat to get it, and his momentum on the catch actually took him back another step and a half, and it just blew up the timing of the blocking.
Toppers will spread the formation out. On the first play of the game, they go 4 wide. Kadeem Richards in the backfield with Rudy Garcia. Harvey in motion. Quickly throws out a little wide receiver screen. Going to throw this ball wide open. Charles is there. Pass is caught at the 49 to the 30, down to the 20. Will the man catch him? No, he won't. Touchdown, Toppers.
Love it. Love it.
We talked about the walk-off touchdown, getting the ball back to start this game. How about back-to-back plays with touchdowns for this Topper offense?
Incredible. Incredible start to the game.
Charles to Harvey for the touchdown.
You know, I'm trying to think, and this is how old I'm getting, Todd. Did Roger and I talk about a trick play on the broadcast this week? I think we might have.
I believe you did. Toppers take an early 6-point lead on the opening play of the game. Waddell on the kick. It's good. Make it 7-0 Toppers. Open up early. First play, big play, and they lead. We will take a quick break and be right back on the MEC Digital Network on Topper Station.
I signed on for a 3-year commitment, so I get a perk every year. Hospital and labor and delivery. Because I will be here 3 years, that I can add that to my budget. Down the road, my kids also could potentially, go to WVU, and if they choose to do so, they would go for free. Hi, I'm Meredith Steffen, and I am a registered nurse here at WVU Medicine at Wheeling Hospital in labor and delivery.
And welcome back, the Toppers. 1 play and a touchdown. And now you wonder with the Glenville decision to defer until the second half. It blew up in their face immediately. Again, it was Chris Charles, his QBR, off the charts right now. 82-yard touchdown pass, 1 for 1 on the day. Rashawn Harvey, 1 reception, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Todd, here's what made that play interesting. He was so wide open. That's the hardest throw to make.
Yeah. Thinking about it too much. Waddell on to kick. Gets a good boot, but gets it out of bounds. It'll be a flag. Zion Barnett was back there to return the kick for Glenville State, but didn't get the opportunity. Here comes Cam Rice and the Topper defense. And Anthony Garnett and the Pioneer offense. I'm sorry, Garrett. You see him, big number 12. He's going to play action quickly, fire this one out. Pass is caught. Gain of about 3, and the defense is right there to gang tackle.
It's a good play by the West Liberty defense. Got guys to the football quickly and wrapped the guy up. And, Glenville attempts to be balanced, and you get people behind the chains. And I know it's a cliche, but, boy, it does shrink the playbook a little bit.
Garrett will look left side, quickly throws it. Pass is going to be completed to Barnett. Look at a decent gain. It'll bring up a third down and about 1.5 or so.
You can see the arm strength there. Quick out.
Quickly to the line of the Pioneers. Handoff. Tries to go, but the defense is there. Topper defense stops him short. What a play for defense of the Toppers. That's number 38 for West Liberty. Noel Shimp, a linebacker, 6'1" sophomore out of West Hamlin, West Virginia.
You know, not only was it a huge play, but Coach Keller has got a little bit of riverboat gambler in him. We talked about trick fakes that he runs, fake punts and things. I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have gained a half a yard. They may go for that on 4th down, but when you get the big tackle for loss, it eliminates that decision, and you put them in a punting situation.
Says freshman Xander Watson, redshirt freshman, end-over-end kick, line drive. And a return here up to about the 24-yard line for West Liberty. Be Ben Turner on the return. Now we go back to play number 2 for the Toppers. They got a 7-0 lead early on here. Defense got a quick 3-and-out for them. Now do you want another first play, big play, or you want to do a little methodical drive here?
No, another trick play. Who would ever think that you would run 2 of these in a row? Looks like they may go media timeout to get them out of the way here.
We will go immediate timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
From humble beginnings in 1837, West Liberty University has been home to thousands of students. Whether you're a recent high school graduate or looking to complete a college degree later in life, starting your educational career at West Liberty University will be the catalyst for your future. This is a place where you will discover who you are and where you belong, surrounded by lifelong friends and a supportive faculty and staff. Start your journey home at westliberty.edu.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium in the WVU Medicine first quarter. Incomplete pass on 1st down. Almost had the completion there. Garcia on the run. As he threw that, the ball was tipped. And still, the Toppers almost came up with the reception. Ben Turner, the man that had the kick return earlier, almost came up with that catch.
Yeah, that was just a little late, and that had pick 6 almost written on it. So I know we'd have liked to have come down with the catch, but I'll take that result over what it could have been.
Kadeem Richards on the run left side. Gets some good blocking. Bring up a 3rd down at about 7. The Toppers will go back to a 3 wide receiver look. Glenville defense trying to recover from that first big play. Garcia looks left, feels the pressure, rolls left, looking for somewhere to fire. It does. Got a Turner open. Pass. Will they give him the completion? They do. Big, big gain for the Toppers. 1st down in Glenville territory.
That's a heck of a catch. Tremendous throw, but he was running out of real estate over there. I was surprised that he got the foot down.
So now Toppers 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of Glenville State.
Rudy Garcia doing a good job of extending that play with his legs.
Garcia rarely under center, goes this time. Handoff for Richards, right side. Oh, gets the ankle tackle. Otherwise would have been a big gain. Good tackle there for Jacob Clark.
Yeah, got to give credit where credit's due. Heck of a tackle. It appeared that he did have some running room.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10. Toppers stick with the same personnel. Jesse Collins at tight end. Handoff for Richards up the middle, quickly met by the defense of Glenville State. Isaiah Macklin, the initial man on the carry, big number 97. 6'1", 287-pound junior.
Yeah, no running room there, but, and I've said this for years, I think your average fan, every time you see a 1 yard gain, no gain, tackle for loss, that why did you call that play? But you have to run the ball at some point, or they just focus in and make life miserable on you.
Dylan Asbury comes into the game for West Liberty at tailback. Garcia looking down the middle. Right side, fires it, man is wide open. Pass is going to be caught. Touchdown once again for the Toppers. Chris Charles, as he's got a receiving touchdown and a passing touchdown today.
You know, a lot of obscure stats to look up. When's the last time we scored back-to-back TDs on offensive plays? And the last time a guy has thrown a touchdown pass and a touchdown reception in the same game.
The Toppers lead this one early, 13-0. Waddell back on to try to make it 14.
I'll put Don Clegg on that research project.
The kick is good. 14-0 Toppers early on. 10:24 remaining in this WVU Medicine first quarter. We will be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium. Still in the WVU Medicine first quarter. 10:24 remaining, and the Toppers have a 14-0 lead with less than 5 minutes being played.
You know, it's just amazing. We started the season and just struggled mightily in the first quarter, and this is back-to-back weeks of pretty good play.
Garcia hit Charles with a 39-yard touchdown pass, and he was unbelievably wide open. Had to be a blown coverage by Glenville State or something. You don't see that very often in football at any level.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We don't have the ability for replay up here right now, and I would like to see if it was a blown coverage.
Bobbled that initial pickup for the return, but a good return. He gets up to about the 27-yard line. That's where Glenville will start as the Topper defense gets back out onto the field. Now it'll be time for Anthony Garrett to try to get things going. He was 2 for 2 for 9 yards on that opening drive. Menger, the tailback, -4 yards rushing in that first drive. Garrett has to step up, looking for somewhere to go. The big man tries to get a block and does, heads out of bounds. I'll give him a decent gain of about 5. 2nd down and 5 to go.
Get back to that last drive. You know, Glenville had that 3rd and 1 and the big tackle for loss. So let's see if West Liberty can come up big on this play and force a 3rd or 5 or longer.
2 tight ends set now for Glenville State. Menger gets the first down and a little bit more. Give him a gain of about 6. 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Went to a power set there and bunched some guys up, and their offensive line created a nice little hole, and Glenville picks up their first down, as you said.
We'll see if they stick with this. They came into this game knowing that the Toppers have the top passing defense in the conference. So it wasn't going to be an easy day through the air for them. Now Menger again off the right side. Short gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Good job by the Topper defense.
Yeah, nothing there. West Liberty got guys to the football. Maybe a half-yard gain.
Cam Rice, the current MEC Defensive Player of the Week on the tackle there for West Liberty. They go back to a 3-wide look as Glenville. The handoff to Menger. Gain of about 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7. And this is a spot where the Toppers' last drive did pretty well.
Well, on these 3rd and longs, this is where the Cam Rices of the world really have an impact on the football game.
See what he can do with his counterpart, Breandre Horsley, the 6'4 junior defensive end, number 9. Here they come. Rice gets the hands on Garrett. Gets the pass off, though, but it's well off the mark and out of bounds. Cam Rice showing up again.
And that's exactly what we talked about. When you get in the obvious passing situations, these big-time playmakers on defense, they can really disrupt what you're trying to do.
Turner back to return this punt for the Toppers. Xander Watson back to kick for Glenville. Flag is thrown. Bad kick. Goes straight out of bounds towards the Glenville sideline. We'll see what the flag is.
I think maybe their motion guy may have made a break too early.
It looks like Glenville will have to re-kick.
West Liberty may want to decline that. And if West Liberty is offside, then they'll obviously punt it again.
Yeah. If it's encroachment, it won't be enough for a first down. It'll still be 4th. Or be 4th and 2.
You can't make mistakes like that. You can't jump off sides, line up off sides when they're in a punting situation.
So the Toppers are putting their defense back out on the field, not kick return. So we'll be 4th and 2 after the encroachment. The Toppers will put their defensive players out there, but leave Turner back there to return, just in case, watching the fake. And mentioned it earlier, Coach Wiley knows who he's coaching against, and Coach Mike Keller.
Yeah, he's pulled several fake punts off against us.
Rice almost got in there, but a much better kick this time. Turner catches that one at the 12. I'm sorry, the 17. And that's where it'll be down. The Toppers will take over 1st and 10 with 7:46 left to play in this WVU Medicine first quarter. Taking a look at the stats so far for the Toppers. Rudy Garcia is 2 of 3 for 72 yards. Turner with 1 reception, 33 yards. Harvey, the 82-yard touchdown to start the game. And then Chris Charles had the 39-yard reception for a touchdown as well. Toppers come out in a 2 tight end set themselves. Harvey goes in motion. Flag on the field. Kadeem Richards trying to get up the field. Can't get very far. Looks like it'll go against the Toppers. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage or too many men in the backfield. Now West Liberty backed up, make it first down and 15 from the 12. And they will switch up the personnel to a 3 wide receiver set.
Let's see the offensive philosophy here, Todd. On 1st and 15, you're kind of backed up.
Richards, a little bit of room off the right side, give him a gain of about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 12.
Glenville's been an opportunistic defense this season. I think I saw in the game notes here that they've got 4 defensive TDs, I believe.
Now it looks like a man is down for Glenville State right now. Number 40, Joshua Carr. 6'5", 240-pound defensive lineman. We will take a very quick injury timeout and come right back for more on the MEC Digital Network on Topper Station.
What if your bank offers CDs with consistently competitive and higher interest rates?
That's what I want.
What if, unlike other banks, they're normally open more hours? And they don't use high teaser rates on CDs only to lower them later.
Isn't that the way all banks should be?
And even more, several of their CD accounts have some of the best interest rates.
That's money in the bank.
The right bank.
Open your CD account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
And welcome back. And hopefully everything is okay with Joshua Carr, number 40, the defensive lineman for Glenville State, needing to be carried off the field by a couple of teammates. And is able to, once he gets to the sideline, hop off one-legged. Hopefully he will be able to return. And we get back to game action. Toppers, again, 3 wide, 1 tight end. Garcia has a 2nd and 13. Looks left side, passes it out. It's caught, tackled immediately, though, and they get back to the original, maybe a little bit ahead of the original line of scrimmage. Called 3rd down and a long 9.
And I would not be surprised if this is a little bit of a conservative play call. You just got out of the gate. Those first 2 drives, quick TDs, and human nature says you just don't want to make the big mistake and let Glenville right back in the game.
Garcia dropping back down the middle of the field. Turner passes off the hands and incomplete. Would have been a 1st down. And now the Toppers will have to punt.
Boy, that was a beautiful ball there. Well timed out route. Offensive line did a good job with pressure to give Rudy a chance to step in, and he delivered. That's a ball that Turner catches almost every time.
I bet if he gets that opportunity again in this ball game, he won't miss the next one. Brennan Seacrest on, the 6'5" junior punter. Decent kick here. You have to look up. Hit a Glenville player. It's loose. But Glenville does recover right at the 50-yard line. Wow.
That'd have been a heck of a break.
Wow. Forget the trick plays. Let's just try to do one of those. Jameer Diaz, number 13 for Glenville State, able, I'm pretty certain that's the one, or the guy that the ball hit, dropping out of the air, but he was able to recover it.
It's got a pretty good breeze blowing here today.
Now Glenville goes with a 4 wide out set, 3 to the top of the screen. Garrett. Hand this one off to Minger. Gain of about 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up. I'm sorry, that was Galloway on the carry. Getting ahead of myself. Saeed Galloway, the 5'11 senior. Garrett across the middle. And Glenville does what West Liberty just did. Incomplete pass through the hands intended for Barnett.
Sometimes you just got to get a little bit lucky. Glenville did on their last defensive stop with the Toppers dropping a pass, and the Pioneers return the favor.
3rd down and 5 from the 45-yard line. 5 minutes, 43 seconds remain in this WVU Medicine first quarter. Garrett looking down the field, has a man open. Too far, though. Incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down and 5 from the 45.
And it looks like he may go for this. That's where if you're the Toppers, you're hoping. Just go ahead and punt it. We want you to punt it, but this does not surprise me at all.
We'll see if Cam Rice can step up again in this situation. He did it the last time. Fourth down and 5. And a big moment. Garrett takes the snap. Bull rush. Toppers getting to him. They do. Bring him down for another sack. West Liberty once again. Delano Marcellus. Redshirt sophomore defensive tackle.
It's a huge loss, and West Liberty's going to take over on the Glenville 42-yard line.
The Toppers have come out not playing around on Hall of Fame Day. So now with 5:29 remaining in the first, Topper offense back out again to try to make this a 3-score ball game. Three wide receivers set with Jesse Collins and tight end with Kadeem Richards. The sidecar to the left of Rudy Garcia. Play action. Right side. Man is open, but Collins able to play some defense and make sure that that pass has not intercepted the man there for Glenville State, Mark Shepard.
Good coverage by the Pioneers. Rudy probably regrets trying to fit that one in, because you talk about a closed window. That one was totally closed, and you're right. The Topper receiver had to play defender there, and fortunately we lived to get another down.
Garcia right side again. Richards out of the backfield. Pass is caught. Makes a man miss. And out of bounds. A good gain on second down. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
West Liberty's probably in this 4-down territory as well here, so let's see if maybe they go play action and try to get another huge play.
Stick with the same personnel. They get the call from the sideline. 3rd and 3 from the 35. Glenville showing blitz. Garcia changing things up at the line of scrimmage. 8 on the play clock for the Toppers. Left side quickly throws the ball down the field. Turner catches this one at the 5. Touchdown, Toppers.
Well, you're right. If he gets another opportunity, he's going to catch it. And West Liberty did go with the play action there and find a way to the end zone again.
What a day so far for the Toppers. Their 3rd touchdown in the first quarter. There's still 4 minutes, almost 5 left in this first quarter. Waddell out for the 3rd time. And the man who just caught the touchdown pass is on for the hold. The kick is good, 21-0. The Toppers lead, 4:42 left in the WVU Medicine first quarter. We will return on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Hi, I'm Keith Powell with Yes Chevy and Yes Ford. And right now at our Let's Trade Keys event, give me the keys to your old ride and pick out the keys to any car on my lots. And your payments will stay the same until 2024. But hurry, I can only help the first 77 people only at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington, where every car comes with a lifetime warranty.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium. The Toppers lead it 21-0 over Glenville State. On this Hall of Fame day, the sun is coming out a little bit now on what has been an overcast October day. Waddell on for the kick. Just pooches this one. And he's going to get hit immediately. Could have fair caught that one. But the Toppers are fired up now. Robert Schaunebarger, the 6'6" tight end for Glenville from Philippi, West Virginia, a local guy.
Todd, getting back to that TD pass, Garcia to Turner. Although Turner was wide open, that is not an easy pass. If you could see the flags, there is a considerable wind blowing, and he had to throw that up in the air into the wind, and that's not an easy catch.
Garrett's pass across the middle looked like it could have been intended for either one of the two receivers, but it goes incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
You know what's crazy about that play? It could have been intended for either two, and I don't think either one of them was looking for the football.
4 wide again, 3 to the top of the screen for the Pioneers. Garrett hands this one off. Gets a decent run there and a good tackle, though. Going to stop him before the sticks.
That was a good tackle there. And there's an example where the ball carrier, if he just continues in a straight line, he probably gets 9 out of that. Opened his shoulders, tried to cut it outside, and a great tackle keeps that to a 7-yard gain.
Garrett looking down the middle, pass through the hands of his intended receiver, Orion Bonner. That will bring up 4th down, another quick 3 and out for the Topper defense.
Yeah, Coach Keller is not going to be happy because that guy was wide open over the middle and a lot of heat on the ball. But fortunately for West Liberty, you're correct, another 3 and out and a chance to get the ball back and add to this lead.
Good kick here for Glenville. State Turner all the way back to the 5 for the fair catch. They'll spot him at the 7. But once again, we talked about Coach Keller's special teams, and both of his freshman kickers have done a good job so far.
Yeah, I think Ben Turner, having that as a do-over, is going to let that go over his head. I'm telling you, there's probably a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing that way. The wind alone would have taken it off the mounts into the end zone.
And Turner, you can see a few of his teammates on the sideline letting him know, hey, keep your head up, get it next time. And, hey, he's a guy who dropped a pass earlier, then caught a touchdown immediately after. So if anything we've learned from him so far in this ball game, he learns from his mistakes, and not worried about him too much. We'll be fine. Toppers in a pistol formation. False start will be called.
It's the 3rd 5-yard penalty of the game for the Toppers on offense.
Call that one on number 55, Ryan Creech, the redshirt junior right tackle, 6'3", 290. So back it up. 1st and 15 from the 4, 1st and 13 from the 4. Asbury, the bigger of the two tailbacks for the Toppers, gets this ball back to the original line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. Or I'm sorry, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. That's where it helps when you're getting half the distance.
Yeah. They stick with the pistol formation. Asbury tries to get some blocking, but a good tackle there for the Glenville State defense. Seth Arnold, one of their big-time players from Burnsville, West Virginia, the senior linebacker. So brings up a 3rd down and 9 with 3 minutes left in the WVU Medicine first quarter. Toppers with a commanding lead so far in this first 15 minutes. Toppers go 4 wide. Asbury still the sidecar. Little draw. Gets some good blocking from Turner. up the field for a gain of about 5. That'll bring up 4th and 5. The Toppers go conservative this time with the big lead. And they will punt this one away. Seacrest back out.
Yeah, I don't mind that call. I do not mind it at all. And he did have a little running room. You know, you make one guy miss, maybe you can bust that for a 10-yard run. And this is going to be a difficult punt into the wind.
Back to return for Glenville as McPoyle barely gets this kickoff, but it's a decent one. He's got the fair catch, good coverage for West Liberty. It'll be 1st and 10 Glenville at the 46-yard line. Seacrest, again, tremendous job facing that pressure.
I'll take that punt, you know, rugby style there and kicking it into a considerable wind. And I'd say the special teams did their job.
Glenville with some good field position to start this drive. One of the positive things they've done today was that defensive stop, and see what they can do with it. Garrett's going to keep it himself, but gets hit straight up. Garrett, not a small guy, but right there, Mason Gates, the freshman safety, ready to go head up with him.
Yeah, that was a heck of a hit. Glenville trying to neutralize the Topper pass rush, which has been big early in this football game.
Garrett looking left side. Man is there. Pass is bobbled. Will they say he caught it? Yes, he did. At the 15-yard line. Orion Bonner, the junior receiver, perfectly placed football.
Yeah, that was a really, really accurate throw. Guy got separation and laid it right in where it needed to be.
Last 75 seconds of the quarter. Garrett looking right, goes back to the middle of the field, fires a bullet. This one into the hands, but knocked away once again by the Topper defense. Again, that's number 26 with another big play for West Liberty, Mason Gates.
That's one of those plays where you know you're gonna get cracked right over the middle and a bang bang throw, and it's about the 3rd drop in the game for Glenville, maybe even 4.
Garrett hands this one off to Menger, immediately hit, but a flag thrown. False start on Glenville State. I believe he said number 2 would be Tariq Miller, the senior wide receiver for Glenville.
It's a shame that ball got blown dead because West Liberty, great job in the interior defensive line, and that was a no gain. This would have been a 3rd and 10.
2nd and 15 instead. Toppers trying to put the pressure on. Great defensive play. Nolan Shimp again, the 2nd time we've said his name in this ball game.
And this is where the motion hurts Glenville.
So 3rd down and 15 from the 20-yard line. Glenville will go with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of your screen.
Well, let's see what they try to do here. Does West Liberty bring the added heat, or do they rely on the pass rush they've gotten?
Rice trying to go inside, gets held up. Flag is thrown. This one will be coming back. Close to the 1st down, but Rice was held as he, nice little stunt, trying to get to the quarterback. They call this on Justin Collier, the left tackle, 6'1" junior. So 3rd down from the 30-yard line. They need to get to the 5.
Yeah, now this is one of these situations, if you got a quality kicking game, are you just saying, let's get 10 of it and make it a makeable field goal, or are they going for it all?
Garrett looking right side, gets hit as he throws, pass into the end zone, incomplete. No flags on the field, so that'll bring up 4th down and 25. Oh, now there is a flag.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. They're going to call the personal foul. A 15-yarder and an automatic first down. Now, maybe I'm a little old school football, but it looked like, I'd have to see a replay, but initial look that he just got hit in the chest with the shoulder, and as he was letting go of the football, that looked all good to me, but I missed the aftermath. I was following the ball down the field.
Yeah, I was following the ball as well, but it doesn't matter what we see or didn't see. It's
that pass tipped at the line of scrimmage. Great job. We've been talking about Cam Rice. This was Breandre Horsley, number 9, the other defensive end. Make it 2nd down and 10. 25 seconds left in the WVU Medicine first quarter.
Second down.
Jordan Dickerson, the freshman defensive end, now in for Horsley. Garrett looking left side, fires it. Pass is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 15.
It's been a long drive, Todd.
Glenville started in great field position after their defense forced a 3-and-out close to the West Liberty goal line. Three wide receivers to the top of your screen, 1 tight end to the bottom. Garrett looking right side, throws the ball. Now they're going to throw a flag. This is very confusing. As Barnett, number 1, the receiver, stayed motionless as the ball was snapped.
Is that did they blow it dead?
They called the illegal shift, declined. It'll be 4th down. And now here comes the kicking team for Glenville.
Yeah, tempting when you're down 21-0 to go for it, but 4th and 10. But if you're a West Liberty coach, you're probably taking this end result regardless of what happens here. They'll have it.
Brody Lehman on for the kick. Flag is thrown. The kick is good. Let's see what the call is.
And if it's a 5-yarder, it makes it 4th and 5. They'll take the points, it appears.
It's going to be offsides on West Liberty. I think it's going to be declined. And it will be. Field goal is good. We'll take a quick break. 21-3, 11 seconds remaining in this WVU Medicine first quarter. We'll be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
And welcome back as the Topper special teams out there to return this kickoff, the second of the ball game. They received the opening kickoff of the game and proceeded to score on the very first play of the ball game on a nice little trick play. Pass from receiver to receiver for the touchdown. Kadeem Richards on the return from the 8-yard line. Up to the 20, 25. And up to the 30. And that's where the Toppers will start this one.
We just can't get this quarter over to get to the win. I was hoping that drive couldn't have lasted 11 more seconds. And
this does seem like at least the longest quarter we've called so far at the home games this year at West Liberty.
It's almost a 45-minute quarter.
Garcia will come out there in the pistol formation. Hand off to Richards, right side, has some room, gets a block up to the 40, makes a little move, and he will step out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 14 and a first down to end the first quarter. Toppers lead at 21-3, and we will take a quick break and come right back for more on Topper Station.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
The Panhandle difference.
I immediately called Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration to see if they could clean and restore my home. Not only did they do that, but they even made it more beautiful than it was before the fire. If everyone ever has a tragedy like ours, I highly recommend you call Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium for the Panhandle second quarter. Topper offense, a 1st and 10 after a nice run by Kadeem Richards to end the first. Richards on the day, 5 attempts or 5 rushes for 21 yards, averaging just over 4 yards a carry. Garcia bobbles that shotgun snap, looking for somewhere to run, finds some room left side, gets a pass. Turner is open, and another good gain of about 13 and a first down for the Toppers.
You know, the Toppers have already thrown for 212 yards in this game.
Once again, Turner able to find an open spot, get his hands on this football and create something good. Garcia making something out of nothing on that play. Richards, the carry up the middle. And a great job defensively by the Pioneers. Once again, that was Seth Arnold, one of their standout linebackers, standout defenders in general in the conference.
You know, in that previous play where Rudy extended the play with his legs, something we probably don't talk enough about or give him enough credit for, but he's been pretty good in that aspect for 2 seasons now.
Garcia checks with the sideline, make sure he gets the call correct. 11 on the play clock for West Liberty. 2nd down and 10 from the 42. Garcia right side, pass is going to be caught. Gain of about 5 before he starts getting driven backwards. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Reception by Rashawn Harvey.
Maybe in 4-down territory here.
Third and 5. To the 37.
Garcia set up once again. Glenville showing pressure. They bring a blitz. Kadeem Richards picks it up. Garcia gets time. Pass is going to be caught. He's got room to run. Off to the races. 10-5. Touchdown Toppers.
That was not an easy catch. Not an easy catch.
Chris Charles, the unbelievable play. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. He's got a passing touchdown as well. The Toppers on fire this afternoon.
Can we say National Player of the Week candidate?
Yes, absolutely. There's 13 minutes left in the second quarter. He's accounted for 3 touchdowns. Waddell on for the extra point. That kick is good. A 28-3. The Toppers lead. 12:55 remains in the Panhandle second quarter. We will be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
You shouldn't pay maintenance fees or be required to have a minimum balance in your checking account.
And if you use an ATM and have to pay a fee, your bank should pay you back for that. That's what you get with Kasasa Cash, only at Belmont Savings Bank.
Hi, I'm Olivia Wills, and I'm a first-year PA student at West Liberty University. As the U.S. population continues to grow, about 12,200 openings for physician assistants are projected each year on average over the next decade. PAs increase access to quality medical care for patients across the country.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium. Hall of Fame Day here on West Liberty's campus. And the Toppers have a 28-3 lead early on here in the second quarter.
You know, Todd, sporadically through this second quarter, maybe let's start talking a little bit about the Hall of Fame inductees, because the class is so large, it's going to be difficult for us to get it all in at one time.
And you'll see some of that at halftime. You'll see the inductees on the field being honored. See if they try to pooch this kick now. This will be a deep kick. Oh, wow. Bobbles that ball and lets that one go off his hands and out of bounds. So, and what could have been a flag, I mean, it looked like that ball could have possibly found its way out of bounds without anybody touching it. It goes off the Glenville player, and they start the drive at the 7-yard line, quite the opposite of how they started their last drive. So Glenville will try to have 2 back-to-back possessions scoring points, but they got 93 yards to go. Garrett, play action. Here comes the pressure. Are they going to give him a safety or say he's down at the 1-inch line? And again, number 26, Mason Gates, the third or fourth time he's made a big play today.
You know, there's the advantage when you have such a big quarterback. You know, you got a safety blitz there, and you're trying to tackle a guy that's defensive line size, and he did an incredible job to keep it from being a safety by reaching the ball out.
2nd and 16 from inside the 1. Garrett, right side. Fires this. It could be picked. It is loose. Oh, boy, that one hits the ground. The Topper defense. Morris Smith right there for West Liberty, along with Chris Wilson.
And you talk about, we've mentioned the wind in this game multiple times, but now a quarterback's throwing against the 20-mile-an-hour wind.
So 3rd down and 16 from inside the 1.
Is this where you run a draw?
And they do run the draw. They get back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10 coming up. The Topper defense able to hold up.
Good job there anticipating what you see in that situation so often. And West Liberty hopefully is going to force a punt here. You just don't want to do anything like jump off sides
yes.
or and you're punting into a wind.
Turner, the man to return for West Liberty, heels on the 40. Punt is blocked. It's bouncing at the 10. And West Liberty's going to let it go. Oh, now it's picked up by the man who blocked it to the 10-5. Can't get to the end zone, trying to do it all himself. Unbelievable job for West Liberty, Chris Wilson.
That's an incredible play right there. How cool would that have been if he could have got to the end zone?
It's like giving yourself an alley-oop in basketball or something.
Throwing it off the glass. Yeah, you're right.
Unbelievable ball at the 3-yard line. The Toppers set up to make this a 35-3 game. Let's see if they can punch it into the end zone. You got to think it'll be a heavy dose of Kadeem Richards here.
Or is this where you just play action it and hopefully get a wide open route?
3 tight ends on the field for West Liberty. Richards, play action,
there
Garcia, Jesse Collins. Oh, that ball hits the ground, incomplete. And Rudy is apologizing to his tight end right now. Like, I know you block for me a lot. I'm sorry. We'll get you another one. And I think you can kind of both see both of them smiling.
Oh, what a great play call. What a great play call. And Rudy just took a touch too long, to get the ball out of his hands and didn't get his foot set and what should have been a walk-in touchdown.
Same formation. Garcia hands this one off to Richards, spinning. Gets to the 2-yard line, gain of 1.
Let's see what the spot is. Yeah, maybe right inside the 2. The trouble is for him to make that cut, he had to turn his back, and you get no momentum that way. And I'll give Glenville credit. They got guys to the ball that time. And
the officials call a timeout. They make an adjustment to the game clock. So Richards will go back in. We thought that Asbury might be going in for Kadeem Richards, but Richards makes his way back in. 3rd and 2 from the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2. Nice little play there.
I love that play.
The walk-in touchdown. Kadeem Richards.
I think that's a play they wanted to run last week in the back. No one told him that it was a variation off of the play and went the wrong way. But I think we talked about that on the coach's show as well. But just crafty play calling today. It's sometimes you draw them all up and they all work, and that's what we've seen to this point.
Waddell back on the field for the extra point. High snap, but the hold and kick are good. 35-3, Toppers lead, 10:44 to go in the Panhandle second quarter. We will take a quick break on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Every basket, every touchdown,
every goal, and every start.
It's possible because of you.
Help our student athletes compete in the classroom
and for championships
by joining the Hilltopper Athletic Club.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
And welcome back to West Family Stadium. Waddell on for the kickoff again. We've said that a lot today so far, and we've only played a little bit over a quarter.
Well, that whole drive was set up by the muffed kickoff, where Glenville just started in awful field position, and it got progressively worse.
Little pooch kick again. Fair catch called for this time, and saves himself from getting obliterated, as it's happened once on a kickoff already for West Liberty.
Because it's the same player that took the incredibly hard shot. So the question is, because he probably shouldn't have fair caught that one, easily could have ran 10, 12, 15 yards. West Liberty did that last week at Concord. They caught a kickoff and had a lot of room.
Carry here for Glenville State. Good gain of about 9. That's going to be close to a first down. They give it to him. Good run there for, again, Davion. See here, Davion Wood, the sophomore running back for Glenville. Garrett keeps this one. It's going to be forced out of bounds at about the 42. We'll spot him at the 41. Able to move the ball on the ground in the first 2 plays.
And Glenville definitely went with tempo on that play. First down rush of 10 yards, got right back on the ball and run the quarterback keeper and get another nice gain.
Play action. Oh, almost picked off. Unbelievable there. As Jordan Dickerson is the man that tipped that football at the line of scrimmage for West Liberty. Trent Crawford almost got the interception. Now an official timeout. 9:50 on the game clock. And it should be third down. You can see the linesman trying to tell the other side. There we go. Third down and 4. Garrett right side. Pass bobbled but caught. First down and more, but a big hit. The man on the catch for Glenville, Menger. A big hit for the Toppers.
You know, if you're Coach Keller, you're over there going, can anything be easy? Because that was a wide open play, and they were bobbling the ball there.
Seam route. This one is caught. He's going to the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Pioneers. Tariq Miller on a bullet pass from Anthony Garrett.
And that's where tempo works. They pick up the big third down conversion, got right back on the ball, and you know, that's been the Achilles heel all season. West Liberty's given up I would say, I think I did research the other day, that's the 10th play of the season of 30 or more yards for TDs.
That kick is good. And Glenville State finally having something positive go in their direction. 9.5 minutes left to play in this Panhandle second quarter. We will be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station. Welcome back. Glenville State on to kick this ball off after the touchdown. 45 points scored, and there's still 9.5 minutes left in the first half. We saw Glenville last week give up 52 points to Charleston, and 35 so far here in the first half to West Liberty. Got the run up to return this one. Caught it about the 23, gets some blocking to the 40, 45 before he's pushed out of bounds at the 46.
And for fans out there that's been watching this game, and we keep talking about the wind, right there it was evident of how hard the wind's blowing. That ball got caught up, and short kick and kick return, which has been a strength all season for West Liberty, and they're already out at the 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for the Toppers. Garcia scans, finds the man at about the 50-yard line. It'll be Charles on the reception. Second down and 5. Seeing Tay Corelli-Johnson the second for the first time in this ball game. At least it seems like it. They've had Turner in there quite a bit. Richards right side. Gain of about 2.5 they'll give him, so third down and 2.5 to go.
There's a good defensive play for the Pioneers, good short tackle. Appeared to be a little bit of daylight, but come up with a big tackle, and 3rd and 2 here with the wind. Might be a quarterback sneak here. Nope, he's not going to take the snap underneath.
Garcia looks right, comes back, feels the pressure, rolls to his right, fires this one. Man is there. Pass is caught at the 40. First down, Toppers. Garcia again using his legs.
Did a great job. He's been accurate when he has had to scramble. And, you know, Todd, we got just under 8 minutes left, and West Liberty just went over the 300-yard mark in total offense for the first half.
Incredible. Switch things up now. Garcia under center. Now he backs up, but 3 tight ends on the field for West Liberty. Quick pitch. Creech gets a nice block. Kadeem Richards gets smacked right before hitting the ground. Sean Sterling of Glenville come up and delivered the hit.
You know, it'd be interesting in today's analytics if the sheet they use, should Glenville have gone for 2 after that touchdown?
Right.
You know, old football, you don't chase points, but when you're down, they were down 32.
Mm-hmm. Garcia right side. Pass is going to be caught by Jesse Collins. Garcia took a hit and a flag is thrown. We'll see if that's roughing the passer. It will be. So tack on 15 yards to Jesse Collins' first down catch and run. So that'll go all the way down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Toppers. They keep that 2 tight end look. Handoff for Richards. Gets a good push up the middle from the interior offensive line. Gets a good gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
You know, the play calling has just been so good today. They've just utilized about every space on the field. And
Harvey in motion again. They run the same exact play. Gain of 2. Bring up 3rd down and 3.
Todd, I'll warn you in advance, as I'll have to be down on the field handing out Hall of Fame plaques. You'll be on your own the last few minutes of this half.
Okay.
So you get to be play-by-play and color.
Awesome.
You can talk to yourself.
Not too many times have I had to go alone on a broadcast. We'll test it out today. They go stacked receivers to both sides. Garcia rolls to his left, looking, gets some blocking. Trying to find a man. There's Arnold. Seth Arnold on the tackle for the sack. And the Toppers will have to kick a field goal. I don't blame Garcia too much. Don't do anything stupid. Don't throw an interception. Get some points on the board.
Now here, Todd, talking about the analytics, if West Liberty is successful in this field goal, then they should have kicked the extra point, because now it's a 28-point game back to 4 conventional scores. So it's funny how analytics can drive you crazy.
Kaplan on for the field goal. High snap. The kick is good. The hold and the kick after the high snap works out. So the Toppers make it 38-10, 4:42 left in this Panhandle second quarter. We will be right back for more on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Where are you going? The store in West Liberty. The store is open 7 days a week with daily lunch specials, hot food and cold sandwiches, Patsy's Pizza, and a wide selection of chips, pop, and other snacks, as well as household goods and hygiene products. We've also got a wide selection of beer and an ATM. Stop on in and check out the store, located at the top of the hill in the town of West Liberty, a proud supporter of Hilltopper Athletics.
And welcome back to West Family Stadium. The Toppers enjoying a 28-point lead with 4:42 left in this opening half. And it is Something we haven't seen a whole lot of this season as of yet, but right now everybody is feeling good on the hilltop.
Well, and obviously if you're a West Liberty fan, you wanted to punch in another touchdown there, but hey, you got points out of the drive. You're not going to beat them 60-0.
No. Waddell on for another kick. This one will be returned by Zion Barnett. Tries to get some blocking, but he'll be stopped before he gets to the 20-yard line, and a flag late, and it might be against Glenville. We'll see here. Might be a face mask. Just clearing things up, making sure they get the correct call. And it will be a 15-yard face mask penalty, so push him back to the 10-yard line. So just a little over 4.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Garrett will drop straight back, across the middle, but the man is there for the tackle in the toppers. Great defensive play for Nolan Shimp once again. You might be able to catch the football, but you're not going much further once you get there.
Good, quick, secure tackle there.
It's 2nd down and 9. Garrett again dropping back. Rolling around, fires this one. Pass is going to be tipped up in the air. And, oh, man, the defensive back for the Toppers, Brennan Bailey, if he'd have just kept his eyes on that football, that's a guaranteed interception off the tip.
Well, fortunately, though, if he catches the football, he might still be running. So we'll take the end result of that play. Give Garrett credit there, buying time with his legs, and what looked like was going to potentially be a sack almost turned into a huge passing play.
So 3rd and 9. Garrett dumps this one off. Gets to about the 20-yard line. I think that is going to be enough for the first down, and it will be.
Just a good, safe play. That's how you neutralize that pass rush, and back released and was able to move his chains.
Handoff going absolutely nowhere.
All right, Todd, you're on your own here.
All right, Coach, good luck. Enjoy Hall of Fame festivities. The man on the tackle there for the Toppers, Marcellus. He's been active today on that interior defensive line. Garrett looking across the middle of the field. Pass is going to be tipped. Cam Rice got his arm either on the football or on Garrett's arm. And he's kind of working out his right elbow as Garrett. It might have been arm on arm there. Glenville goes 4 wide. You got Menger in the backfield. Third and 9 from the 23. Garrett looking right side, fires this one, passes open right through the hands of the receiver. A little bit too high. Orion Bonner was the intended recipient. And it looks like Garrett wanted to stay on the field and go for it on 4th and long, but Coach Keller says, I don't think so. We're going to punt this football. Ben Turner back to return this one for West Liberty. Clock is stopped at 3:05 in the opening half. Gets a good kickoff. Turner will call for the fair catch and does at the 45-yard line. The Toppers 55 yards from the end zone with just under 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. We've seen the Toppers have success in various formations today. Last drive, they went with multiple tight ends and did very well for themselves. They come out to this time with 3 wideouts and the lone tight end, Jesse Collins. Richards in the backfield, sidecar to Garcia. Garcia keeps it, finds Collins. Stiff arms a man, trying to stay in bounds, does. Finally forced out by a gang of Pioneers, but not before a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. The sun's starting to peek through some of the clouds here at West Family Stadium. Garcia in the pistol. Hands off to Richards up the middle. Good blocking. Breaks one tackle and is able to slide his way up to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:15 remaining in the opening half. Kadeem Richards limping off the field. Hopefully he'll be all right as Asbury gets in there. Dylan Asbury, the 6'2", 200-pound junior tailback. Blitz for Glenville. Picked up by Asbury. Garcia has time. Steps up in the pocket. Gets a gain of about 2 before he's brought down. 2nd down and 8. And the clock continues to roll down to 1:35 remaining in the half. Garcia will stay in that pistol formation. Hands off to Asbury. Gain of 1. Bring up 3rd down and 7. 66 seconds remain in this opening half. Toppers are going to have to take a timeout. Some confusion there on the personnel who was supposed to be on the field. That's the first timeout for West Liberty of this opening half. 51 seconds remain in the Panhandle second quarter. And in just a little bit, we will get to the day and night heating and cooling product halftime. We'll also have an interview with Ken Haybeger from Cool Comfort. We'll have the West Liberty's Hall of Fame induction as well. You'll see Coach Allum down on the field handing out some plaques. We'll also have the Alpha Tavern halftime stats for you, and there's going to be a lot of good things so far in this ball game today. If you're a Topper fan, if you're a fan of Glenville State watching, it's another tough day where a lot of points have been given up. They fell to Charleston last week. Gave up 52 points. They've given up 38 so far in the opening half to West Liberty. The Toppers coming off a big walk-off touchdown victory last week at Concord. And like I said, walk-off touchdown to end the game last week, and started the game with a opening touchdown on the first play. Turner, nice little screen play here. Great play design. He's very close to the first down. They give it to him. Got it by a couple of yards, maybe a yard and a half. And that will stop the clock under 2 minutes in the half. The clock will stop on a first down. They get everything set back up. The clock is now starting to roll. Down to 35 seconds. Garcia looking left. Fires this one. Pass is going to be caught by Collins. Steps out of bounds. And the clock will stop. Gain of about 6. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. 27 seconds left. The ball at the 20-yard line. Toppers go with 4 wide. Man in motion is Chris Charles. Garcia looking. Feels the pressure, fires this one to Asbury. He's going to get this one dropped, though. Almost a first down, but now that brings up 3rd down and 3. 22 seconds remaining in the half. It's good coverage by Glenville, but also Garcia feeling the pressure. He's done a great job throwing on the run today. They stick with the 4 wide look. Asbury stays in as the sidecar to the left of Garcia this play. Garcia fires to the middle of the field. Looks like that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. I believe the intended receiver was Rashawn Harvey. That'll bring up 4th down and 3 at the 20-yard line. 18 seconds left in the opening half. Kaplan will come on to attempt another field goal. Looking for his second of the day. This will be a 37-yarder. And now a timeout will be called by Glenville. Give Kaplan some time to think about this one with 18 seconds left. Yeah, he hit one earlier today. Kaplan hit a 32-yarder. This one will be just a little bit longer. As we take a look at some of the stats today, the Topper offense has done a tremendous job. As Garcia has gone 14 of 20 for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns, a long of 39. Chris Charles 1 of 1 through the air, 82 yards and a touchdown, as Charles passed to Harvey to start this ball game on a bit of a trick play. Got things rolling. Kadeem Richards 49 yards and a touchdown in this opening half. Harvey 4 receptions, Turner 4 receptions, Charles and Collins both with 3 apiece. Charles 2 touchdowns, Turner and Harvey both have 1. Flags on the false start. Toppers were going for it on 4th down. And now you got to think Kaplan's going to be coming back onto the field, but he will. Okay. So Turner on for the hold. Kaplan will kick this one from the 32. It'll be a 42-yard kick. Again, earlier today, Kaplan already hit a 32-yarder. Push it back 10 yards, see if he can hit another. Good snap, good hold. The kick, long enough, and is good. Kaplan 2 for 2. Combined maybe 75 yards worth of kicks today for Kaplan. 14 seconds remain in the half, 41-10. We will take a very quick break on Topper Station.
From the long-lasting and reliable heating and cooling systems we send out the door, to the friendly and knowledgeable dealers who go the extra mile. With a no-hassle replacement limited warranty, you can trust Comfort Maker to deliver outstanding service and performance, keeping you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort.
Contact Mountain Air Heating and AC at mountaineirhvac.net.
And welcome back. On for the kickoff is Waddell. The Toppers enjoying a 31-point lead. 41-10 is the score. 14 seconds remain in this Panhandle second quarter. Waddell just pooched this one again. Fair catch called for and bobbled. That one could have had a little bit of room to run, but after what happened the first time the Toppers tried a pooch kick in this game, he did not call for the fair catch, and the coverage team was in his face as soon as he caught that football. So 13 seconds left. We'll see if Glenville tries to run any kind of play or just kind of take a knee and end the half as it is. Down by 31. Garrett has 4 wide receivers on the field with him. He's going to hand this one off up the middle. Has some room to run, though, to the 40, 45. Finally going to be tackled at midfield. Alfred Menjor. And a timeout is called with 4 seconds remaining in the Panhandle second quarter. Mason Gates, another tackle for West Liberty. He's had a very good first half, special teams and defensively. And just overall, this may, you got to think this is the best half the Toppers have had all year long. And in front of a good crowd here for Hall of Fame Day. There's 5 minutes left or 5 seconds left in the half. As the Toppers definitely going to make sure no one gets behind them. They're going to have 5 guys playing that picket fence defense. As we take a look at some of the other scores around the conference right now, Fairmont State had a big victory Thursday night over Concord. They won 42-9. Concord had 2 losses back-to-back to West Liberty and Fairmont State. Notre Dame College beating West Virginia State 31-24. Now a flag is thrown. False start on Glenville State. Wheeling University leading 28-3 over West Virginia Wesleyan. Frostburg State 17-10 over UNC Pembroke. So the Toppers do have 4 men deep down the field. Hail Mary coming. Garrett has a strong arm. Fires this one. Could be picked off. And it's just going to go incomplete. Fall. That'll be 000 on the Panhandle second quarter. It'll be the end of the first half. And it looks like a Topper defensive back is down. He's getting up now. I think he'll be okay. But the Hall of Fame festivities about to begin here in a little bit for West Liberty University. This is the 42nd induction into the West Liberty Hall of Fame. They've got quite a few people making it, being inducted this year. Coach Allum will be down on the field during halftime to hand out the plaques. So we will take a quick break and be back for more on the Day and Night Heating and Cooling Product halftime show.
What if your bank offers CDs with consistently competitive and higher interest rates?
That's what I want.
What if, unlike other banks, they're normally open more hours? And they don't use high teaser rates on CDs only to lower them later.
Isn't that the way all banks should be?
And even more, several of their CD accounts have some of the best interest rates.
That's money in the bank.
The right bank.
Open your CD account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Roger Wiley. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Hilltoppers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
From the long-lasting and reliable heating and cooling systems we send out the door, to the friendly and knowledgeable dealers who go the extra mile. With a no-hassle replacement limited warranty, you can trust Comfort Maker to deliver outstanding service and performance, keeping you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort.
Contact Mountain Air Heating and AC at mountaineerhvac.net.
All right, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line for a special ceremony for the West Liberty University Athletic Department. This morning, the West Liberty University Athletic Department inducted its 42nd Hall of Fame class. We'd like to introduce it to you now. The 1964 NAIA National Champion Baseball team became the first West Liberty team to win a national championship when Coach George Kowalick's Gotoppers won the NAIA World Series. After losing the opening game, West Liberty rolled through the consolation bracket before sweeping Grambling State in the championship final. Next up, Ed Dugas. Ed Dugas is an all WBIAC selection on West Liberty's 1963 WBIAC championship football team, a WBIAC champion and NAIA national qualifier in wrestling for the Black and Gold. A highly successful wrestling coach at John Marshall, Dugas is a member of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame and a JM Athletic Hall of Fame member. Next up, Guy Piscardo, a former starter and two-year All-Whittiac lineman under legendary head coach Bob Rowe. Guy Piscardo used his West Liberty degree as the foundation for an outstanding business career. After traveling the country as a storm and catastrophic damage expert in the insurance industry, Piscardo started his own restoration company. 2 decades later, he continues to serve as president and CEO of Black Diamond Restoration. Next up, the late Shane Maynard helped usher in the golden era of West Liberty basketball, breaking fellow Hall of Fame Spencer Johnson's 25-year-old scoring record and earning multiple conference and regional honors, a 3-time All-Whittiac selection and 2-time All-Region pick. Shane poured in 2,221 points while wearing the black and gold. Next up, Corey McDuffie. 3-time All-Whittiac standout and All-Region guard Corey McDuffie teamed with fellow Hall of Fame inductee Shane Maynard to form a lethal 1-2 punch. McDuffie helped his Hilltoppers to 67 wins over his last 3 seasons, earning All-Region honors as a senior on West Liberty's first Division II tournament team in 2007. Corey finished his career with 1,871 points. Next up, Matt Morrison. One of the top power hitters in school history, Matt Morrison was All-Whittiac designated hitter and co-captain for West Liberty's 1990 NAIA World Series squad. Morrison, who still ranks among the program's career leaders in home runs and RBIs, went on to an outstanding coaching and teaching career that was highlighted by multiple American Legion and high school state championships. Next up, Christy Peabody, a 2-time All-Whittiac women's basketball standout. Christy scored more than 1,400 career points and was a driving force behind West Liberty's first Whittiac Tournament Women's Basketball Championship. Peabody was a 3-time Whittiac All-Tournament selection, averaging 18.1 points per game for her career in postseason play, and was voted tournament MVP after helping lead the Hilltoppers to the 1997 Whittiac title. Next up, Jeff Stone, a 3-time NAIA All-American on the outstanding West Liberty wrestling teams in the mid-90s. Jeff Stone went on to pursue an outstanding military career after earning his first straight All-American honor as a junior co-captain on the Hilltoppers' 1995 National Runner-Up team. Stone opted to forego his final year of eligibility to attend Officer Cadet School with the U.S. Marine Corps. He served with distinction for 22 years and retired with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. And finally, Frank Zabrowski, a 3-year starting quarterback of NAIA All-American. Frank Zabrowski played a pivotal role on West Liberty's 1979 Whittiac Championship squad. Zabrowski was the 1979 Whittiac Offensive Player of the Year and earned honorable mention, All-American honors after passing for 1,200 yards and leading the Whittiac in scoring. After setting 9 school records on the Hilltop, Zabrowski embarked on a highly successful high school teaching and coaching career in Western PA. Let's give it up for the 2023 Hall of Fame induction class. And we'd like to send a special recognition and welcome to all members that are here in attendance for the 1964 NAIA National Championship Baseball Team. And stand by just a moment for their halftime performance of the Marching Hilltoppers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, taking the field for our halftime entertainment, the Pride of the Hilltop, the West Liberty University Marching Hilltoppers, sponsored by Day and Night Heating and Cooling Products. Today, the Marching Hilltoppers are excited to present their 2023 show, Battle of the Boy Bands, which features popular pieces by iconic boy bands in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Performing their mashup of BTS's Dynamite and One Direction's That's What Makes You Beautiful, led by drum major Alexis Shoemaker, here on your 2023 Marching Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers Auxiliary. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. You kids on the blocks, you got it. And Hanson's Bop. Stays out there performance. They invite you to stay after the game for the fifth quarter performance in the stands. Now, the Marching Hilltoppers will close out today's show by performing In Sync's Bye Bye Bye.
It pays for my master's degree.
I can't believe that this happened.
It's just a pivotal, life-changing moment.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium on Hall of Fame Day. 41-10, the Toppers have the lead after the first half. Thank you for returning. We've got a special guest in the booth with us from Cool Comfort, Ken Habiger. Thank you for joining us, Coach Allum. Ken, we've got a little bit to talk about.
All right, Ken, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I appreciate being here. Number one, West Liberty grad, came here in '83 actually to try to play baseball and didn't get that done. So, but loved the school and decided to stay, and it just turned out to be a phenomenal decision for myself. And my mom and dad actually grew up in Warwood. My mom was born on Wheeling Island, so we had a family history here. I came over from Columbus, and it's just a very special place to me. And my best friends are from here still today, and just excited about our opportunities to be able to work with the university moving forward.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your company.
The Habiger Corporation is we're a wholesaler for Bryant, Carrier, Comfort Maker, and Day-Night products in 11 states. So we go from Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia all the way over to Iowa, and then we go all the way down to the Gulf in Alabama. So we'll have about 750 employees in that footprint, and we just broke $500 million in gross sales last year. So it's a family-owned company out of Cincinnati, and we've we're been around for 70 years, and we're growing every day.
What was your major here at West Liberty?
I was a management major, so came through that side of it, and Elizabeth Robinson and Dave Wright, and were the main professors then, and Dr. Babb, and that group of professors. So learned a lot, and it was a great opportunity for me.
Well, we're going to stay on here. We'll get to the kickoff, and then I've got a couple more questions for you. But I know we're thrilled to be able to partner with you and your company, and we'll get right back to you here.
Waddell on for the kickoff to start the second half in the Belmont Savings Bank third quarter. A good boot here. Barnett will let this one go for Glenville State into the end zone for a touchback.
So you're feeling Division II football. Your thoughts on partnering with West Liberty? What do you get out of it?
Well, as far as brands go, we've obviously had a chance throughout our footprint to work with MAC schools and even Division I schools, bigger schools from like a Big Ten. But these are great opportunities for us. I think from a community standpoint, a lot of our contractors are smaller contractors that work in markets like Wheeling, and this is a really good fit for us, getting the brand impressions.
All right, let's get through this play, and we'll.
Menger gets a run of about 11 or 12 and a first down on first down.
So have you had a chance to see the media room that you have the naming rights to?
We did. It looks fantastic. Beautiful job on the signage, and I think that's exactly what we were looking for when we decided to make this commitment.
Well, it's great, and I'll get back to that after this play.
Similar play. Menger this time met at the line of scrimmage, going to be stopped after a gain of 3, second down and 7.
For Topper fans out there, we created what we call Topper Studio, and it's a place for our student athletes to go in and take social media posts, and we'll have an occasional press conference and photos in there. It's kind of a trend now in collegiate athletics, and with the cooperation of you and your company, we've been able to make this happen, as we're going to get a penalty here. But it's just been tremendous for us, and at the Division II level, when we can partner with somebody and it's a win-win situation. It's a win for you and a win for us. It's just it's a difference maker at our level, because we don't have Big Ten and Big 12 TV contracts and getting $30 to $50 million a year. So we hope it's going to be a great partnership for you as well.
Carry here from Menger, a first down and more. He gets out of bounds at about the 37.
So being able to partner with a West Lim alum is even more special to us. And you mentioned some of the faculty members there. So here's just a random question. Have you been back to campus much? Have you had a chance to get back at homecomings or through the years?
Yeah, we try to come back pretty consistently. We were back in 19 right before COVID.
As Garrett is looking, going to be brought down by Horsley. Tremendous job there. He's joining his counterpart, Cam Rice.
Well, Kim, thanks for jumping on with us and speaking on behalf of West Liberty Athletics, West Liberty University. We cannot be more happy that we've been able to make this work, and hopefully it's a return on investment for you, because we know what the investment in us means, and I can't thank you enough.
Well, we're very proud to be a part of it and looking forward to the future.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
A run here doesn't go very far, and the Toppers have forced a third down. That'll be 3rd and long for Glenville State. And the Toppers defense trying to get in some similar spots they saw in the first half.
And we apologize to viewers. We love to get Ken on, but with Hall of Fame ceremonies and an extended band, we ran over into the kickoff. So,
well, that 3rd and long incomplete, but it looks like from the body language that offense is not going anywhere, and they will stay on the field for 4th and long.
And see, I commend Coach Keller for this decision. Punting loses you the football game here if you're Glenville, and the analytics will show that. You're down on the 42-yard line, and it is 4th and 13, but punting just gets you beat. So I give him credit for making the call to go for this.
Flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage. Pass was almost picked off, tipped away, but we'll see what the flag is.
Let's hope it's not a hold of any sort.
It was Brennan Bailey for the Toppers in the secondary tipping that pass away, and it looks like it'll be a false start on Glenville. The Topper defense does their job, gives up a couple first downs, but in the end of the day, force Glenville to miss on a 4th down, and the Topper offense back out onto the field in this Belmont Savings Bank 3rd quarter. Again, thank you for joining us during the day and night heating and cooling product halftime and the interview with Ken Habiger from Cool Comfort. And here in a little bit, we'll get you the Alva Tavern halftime stats. Pistol formation for Garcia. Hands this one off for Richards. And it's good to see Richards back in there after he gets a gain of about 3. He ended that first half a little bit banged up, but he's back out there to start the second.
You know, and you had mentioned when we get a break, we'll talk about the Alpha Tavern halftime stats, but I was there last night. One of my former players, Christy Peabody, getting inducted, and the West Liberty women's team went down there for a team meal, and Christy Peabody, Joanna Burnaby, Angela Fowler, all legends from that first championship team. We all met there with them, and it was a nice evening. So thank you for the Alpha for having us.
Basketball season not too far, less than a month away, correct, or close to it?
Yeah, it won't be long.
Richards again off the left side, gets some good blocking. 1st down and more, gain of about 15 yards for Kadeem Richards.
It's a nice, crafty, good blocking up front, and then he made yards after contact. A little spin move there and kept his feet. And this is where you're not in a rush, but you can't play not to lose either. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of tempo that West Liberty goes with here. And
Richards has got to be getting close to that 70-yard mark. And we're still very early on here in the Belmont Savings Bank 3rd quarter. Garcia hands off to Richards again. Right side finds some room. Still going 1st down and more. He is dropped at the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Toppers again.
And it's in this situation where you love the new clock rules. When you got a lead in the second half, and we talked about this earlier in the season, where it does not stop to move the chains anymore. Pretty excited to just keep it churning. Now, it makes a difference of 9 or 10 seconds on every first down, but that adds up over the course of a game.
Absolutely does. Shotgun formation, Turner in motion. Collins, the tight end on the left side, Richards. Good blocking again by the Toppers up front. This one will be a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 10 minutes remain in the third.
And some welcome sun, because it was quite chilly, unseasonably chilly there in the first half, but cloud cover is kind of gone away. We got some sun, and it's just a beautiful day, and the sun hits these trees and brings out some of the colors. It's special here in October.
There's still a little bit of wind, but it looks like it's died down somewhat from in the first half, just slightly. It's like once the clouds were gone, so was the majority of the wind. Garcia, play action. Right side, man is there, covered. Pass is going to be picked off in the end zone. Glenville comes up with the interception. Devontae Roberson, the 5'10 junior defensive back, picks that off for the Pioneers.
That was a heck of a, you talk a lot of times about heck of a catch by a wide receiver. He went up in traffic there, and I think Harvey tried to do a great job of dislodging that football, but there's a reason that Glenville came into the game with 7 interceptions on the season, and they just picked up their 8th.
Reminiscent of a basketball rebound there, as Roberson was able to just go get it at its highest point. Garrett fires across the middle of the field. Pass is caught, almost tackled, but it's broken. Still matriculating up the field. Tariq Miller gets the Pioneers to midfield.
Glenville's had a few opportunities to hit those bang-bang plays, and they blew some opportunities for big gains. They dropped some footballs today, but that was an accurate throw and catch and a few yards after catch.
And a receiver for Glenville went down on that play. Orion Bonner limped off the field to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. Garrett across the middle. Pass is tipped. Intercepted this time. Here come the Toppers. Brennan Bailey still on the move to the 40, 35. And brought down at the 30-yard line. An injured Pioneer behind the field, but the Toppers once again answer the call. And for Glenville,
go ahead.
I believe it was Dylan Day, number 19, that is down for Glenville State. And if I'm right about this, I believe he is the man that came off the sideline to replace an injured Bonner for Glenville. So it's back-to-back receivers that went down on back-to-back plays for Glenville. And while the Toppers are in prime position, 1st and 10 at the 30, hopefully Dylan Day is okay.
Todd, do you want to go ahead and maybe quickly get into those halftime stats just to show how dominant West Liberty was?
Yeah, let's take a look at those stats from halftime. The Alpha Tavern halftime stats, unbelievable. 41-10 was the score at half. The Toppers' best half by far. 295 yards through the air, tied in rushing yards, 53 apiece for each team, 11 first downs, 2 turnovers for Glenville State. We saw one for the Toppers here to start the second half, but a little over a 5-minute advantage in time of possession as well. Richards off the left side. Again, thank you for the Alpha Tavern halftime stats as we continue on in this Belmont Savings Bank third quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I saw both Nick and Herx Barshane last night, two people that's been generous with their time and resources, and they've made a difference in West Liberty University.
Toppers a 2 tight end set. Garcia up the middle for Richards. He goes off the left side. He's going to be brought down, but not before gaining the first down. Spot him at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for West Liberty.
West Liberty starting to control the line of scrimmage. Moved his stick several times on the last drive with the running game, and had some impressive runs on this drive. And it's what makes offensive coordinators happy, especially when you got a lead. It shortens the game. And brings people up into the box, and you eventually make them pay for that.
The Toppers have the tight ends flip sides of the formation. Same with Richards. He flips to the left side. Garcia, flag is thrown immediately. Saying they were not set, so false start. Push the Toppers back.
Tight end not set. Now you're 1st and 15, so let's see if they continue to pound away with the running game or when they eventually go play action here.
Ball at the 22-yard line. Handoff for Richards up the middle. Gets close to that original line of scrimmage. Going to be a couple yards short. We'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
That halftime was like in dog years, or not halftime, but the first half was like in dog years. That's the longest half I've been part of. And of course, when you score 41 points in a half, that's going to happen.
If it's going to be the longest half of the year that we're going to call, I'd rather it be that variety. I love that. Man in motion is Harvey. Snap goes over the head of Garcia, and unbelievably fortunate that Harvey was right there to pick up that mishap. And that was going to be 3rd and very long. It could have been much worse.
Still probably in field goal range here, especially with the wind. As you mentioned, it's not as heavy as it was in the first half, but there's still a nice little breeze. But fortunately for West Liberty, it's going to their end zone. But this is one of these situations where you're significantly behind the chains, 3 and 21. Do you maybe even run a draw play and try to get 7 or 8 of it back and shorten up this field goal?
Garcia looking down the center of the field, but he's going to be stopped up and sacked on the play. Number 55 for the Pioneers, Jalem Santos, the 5'8" defensive tackle from Warner Robins, Georgia.
Now you're into the 49-yard range here, but West Liberty, they're sending out the punt.
Yep. Seacrest is out there to kick, back to return for Glenville. Tariq Miller. I'm sorry, it's Christian McPoyle, the defensive back. College football gets me with the double numbers sometimes, especially when they're the same height.
Now, does Glenville decline this, Todd?
Right.
And that's good clock management for West Liberty. So Glenville does take the penalty, which may benefit West Liberty, you know, if you're trying to pooch punt this, but irregardless, you just ate up a few more seconds on the clock.
Glenville almost gets a block here. Not a great kick. They had 10 guys all on the line of scrimmage, just one back to return. And they brought everybody.
That may be the shortest punt of the season.
So that ball goes out at about, we'll see where they give the final spot, but it looks like it's going to be at the 35. We will take a quick TV timeout. 41-10, the Toppers lead. 4:49 left.
Let's see if they go to media here, which it looks like they may. And we can take our break.
And they will go to media. So, okay, it's 4:49 left in this Belmont Savings Bank third quarter. 41-10, the Toppers lead. We'll be right back on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
I have loved the relationships that I've made with staff, again, as I refer to them as my family, because we have become family, many of which have worked here 20 to 25 years right along the side with me, and it has made that experience that much better. Experience here at Wheeling Hospital has actually been great. There's been lots of different things that we have gone through. We've seen new physicians, updated technology, new medicine, Lots of different faces that have come and gone throughout the years.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day. Providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mount.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium. On that first down, Glenville State able to pick up about 6 yards. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 coming up. The man on the carry, Menger. Garrett looking right side. Fires this one. Pass is going to be caught but brought down immediately, but not before the first down. David Livingston, the tight end, gets the catch.
Good protection that time by the Pioneers, and Garrett had a chance to just step in and threw an accurate ball.
Garrett shifts the formation. Looks right side again, fires this one, but it's going to be off the mark, but not before some pressure by the topper front four, and you see a couple offensive linemen get tangled up for Glenville and kind of banged up right now. Glenville will go with a 4 wide receiver set now. Trips to the top of your screen. It'll be Menger up the middle, nothing there. Topper defense shuts it down, a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Big play by West Liberty, and you get them behind the chains, and you just got options on defense. You can bring pressure, you can drop guys in coverage, and let's see if Cam Rice can come up with another big play here.
See him lined up off the line of scrimmage trying to blitz up the middle, but that pass is going to be caught by Barnett for a first down and more, and a big hit there for the Toppers. Chris Wilson with a good hit, but Barnett able to get the first down, and the Pioneers are still moving.
You know, we complained about the dog years timing of the first half. This quarter has flown by. We're under 3 minutes right now.
Garrett's pass is caught at the 5, now brought down at the 3. A flag in the backfield as well. They call roughing the passer on Horsley. So half the distance to the goal. Probably be about the 1 yard line. So they will just inside the 2, just beyond the 1. Both teams get their goal line sets ready to go. Saeed Galloway in the backfield for Glenville. Galloway takes the handoff left side, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Glenville State's 2nd of the ball game to make this a 41-16 game with 2:30 remaining in the Belmont Savings Bank 3rd quarter.
They're leaving their offense out to go for 2 here, I believe.
And we've heard Coach Wiley talk in the coach's show. The Coach Keller, I know this is a 2-point conversion, but in the red zone, he likes to be a little bit conservative. So how many little gadget plays or things would he have for here in the red zone? We'll see. Man in motion. Garrett, sprint option right. Looking, fires backside, almost picked off. Nolan Shimp again. He has been everywhere on the defensive side of the ball and some special teams for the Toppers. Well, with that, it's no good. 41-16 remains the score. 2.5 minutes left to play in the Belmont Savings Bank 3rd quarter. We will be right back on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
My name's Ethan Delecta. I'm a first-year PA student at West Liberty University. PAs are generally observed as making their place of employment more productive. This allows for more patients to receive high-quality health care. Most studies indicate that patient satisfaction is equal when a patient sees a doctor and a PA. However, it's important to note that we work with doctors. We are not a replacement for doctors.
You shouldn't pay maintenance fees or be required to have a minimum balance in your checking account. And if you use an ATM and have to pay a fee, your bank should pay you back for that. That's what you get with Kasasa Cash, only at Belmont Savings Bank.
Welcome back to the Belmont Savings Bank third quarter, as the Glenville Pioneers have scored a touchdown to make it 41-16, missed the two-point conversion. Nolan Shimp there for the Topper defense to avoid that conversion. And again, we'll take a look at some scores around the league. Fairmont won big on Thursday night, 42-9 over Concord. Wheeling University up big on West Virginia Wesleyan, 37-3. Also, Frostburg on top of Pembroke, 24-10. We'll try to keep you updated throughout. This kick is going to go out of bounds. That'll be a flag on the Pioneers, so the Toppers will start in better field position automatically. So the Toppers start at 35. And we'll see what the Toppers try to do the rest of this ball game. We've seen them go with multiple tight end sets throughout this game once they got the lead, and see a little bit of the run game starting to see some things. They got Asbury in there now, a little bit bigger of a back. See if they try to get a little bit of 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You don't see that too much anymore in football at any level. But at this juncture of the game and the score, why not?
You know, getting back after Glenville's touchdown, one of those situations, I think that I would have kicked the extra point because it makes it a 3-score game. But I'm sure there's a chart that probably says go for 2, so I don't know.
And I believe a miscommunication with personnel for the Toppers on that one, so they had to call a timeout. And as we take a look around, I don't want to say we're already looking to next week, but we'll just take a look at some of the games. They're going to be coming up for the Toppers will be at West Virginia Wesleyan. It'll be a 1 p.m. game on October 14th. Glenville State will play Wheeling at home at 1:30. And the next home game we have here at West Liberty University will be October 21st. Notre Dame College comes to town. That'll be a special 5 o'clock start. That's Saturday night. We got both teams back out there, play ready to go. Harvey goes in motion. Asbury takes the handoff, finds some wiggle room, makes something out of nothing, gain of 5. Second down and 5.
Yeah, see, I love the decision there to lower the shoulder, not try to cut that outside. And he bowled for probably 2 more yards there.
And you wonder, we've talked about the quarterback coach here before for the West Liberty Hilltoppers. He's had some big moments against Glenville in his playing days. Dakota Conwell. I remember one specifically at Glenville where he forced overtime with pretty much a Hail Mary. Now it's Garcia, his student, getting this pass completed to Chris Charles for a first down, a gain of about 10 or 11.
Nice, safe, accurate throw there to move the chains.
Coach, I know we talked before the game. You remember you were calling the color commentary for that game at Glenville where Dakota Conwell hit Dylan Potts right as time expired. The ball was still in the air as 000s hit the clock. Glenville shot off their cannon with the 000s, and I still think that the Pioneer DBs kind of slowed down and stopped when the cannon went off. Dylan Potts kept on going and scored the game tire, and the Toppers eventually won in overtime. And look at Dylan Asbury in the offensive line. They are not stopping Jesse Collins, the tight end, also in there helping push the pile.
Yeah, that's a big-time run. Finished the play there, and that pile moved at least 3 more yards when it looked like he may be down. And the key is West Liberty, if they run the ball here, they're going to get out of this quarter. And had the big lead at the half, and Glenville's cut into it by 6 points, but I think we'll take that at this point.
25 seconds remain.
See if we run this play clock down. And
2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard run and first down for Asbury. Asbury now gets the first down and out of bounds.
And that should take us to the end of the quarter.
And it will. The clock continues to roll. We will take a break as we end the 3rd quarter, heading to the 4th. The Toppers with a giant lead, 41-16. That'll be it for the Belmont Savings Bank 3rd quarter. When we come back, it'll be the start of the Dirty Dog Tavern 4th quarter.
What if your bank offers CDs with consistently competitive and higher interest rates?
That's what I want.
What if, unlike other banks, they're normally open more hours? And they don't use high teaser rates on CDs only to lower them later.
Isn't that the way all banks should be?
And even more, several of their CD accounts have some of the best interest rates.
That's money in the bank.
The right bank.
Open your CD account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium in the beginning of the Dirty Dog 4th quarter. Garcia, play action, quickly fires this one out to Collins, makes a man miss, tries to break another tackle, but it's going to take 3 Pioneers in total to bring him down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3. And a big day today at West Liberty, a big game right now, 41-16 lead, a Hall of Fame game, and the festivities and inductions, and also some other big news in the athletic department here at West Liberty University.
I'll get to that right after this play, Todd.
Garcia doing what a veteran smart quarterback does with a big lead, taking as much time as he possibly can. Asbury gets some good blocking on the left side, good read. He gets up to the 16 before he gets out of bounds. A huge gain for Dylan Asbury.
Yep, another great job, offensive line. Asbury breaks that out. But, you know, Hall of Fame's kind of been my day. I chair that committee. I've emceed that event for 30 years. I think this was the 30th time I've done that. And it was a chance today at the end of the ceremony to formally announce my retirement. And I'll add details after this play.
Asbury gets stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we continue to talk about Coach Allum's retirement and career here at West Liberty.
Well, it's been a long time, and I've enjoyed literally every minute of it. Was given an opportunity many years ago and got to do something I loved, coaching basketball, and then was able to step into the AD job, another job that I've enjoyed immensely. But we all know when it's time, and I had planned on doing this on July 1st, but we had an incoming president who I met, and he made a tremendous impression on me, and we kind of collaborated back and forth, and I agreed to stay on and help with the transition, and that's been wonderful.
Jet sweep here for West Liberty and a big hit. Chris Charles hit on that one, no gain. I'll bring up 3rd down.
So we wanted to get through Hall of Fame because that's been kind of my baby for all those years. And to go through that ceremony and you hear all the testimonials, and it was just a chance for me to say although I've got a couple weeks left, I'm going to transition and do some things, but I'm going to continue with the TV and help out wherever I can. But Dr. Borchers is named my assistant athletic director and director of NCAA compliance. Brad Forshee is the interim athletic director, and well-deserved posting for Brad. He's been loyal, and he's done a tremendous job, and I'm excited to turn over the reins.
Garcia's pass across the middle is caught and hit, and he is still on his way to the end zone. Did he get there? No, but he's very close. First down at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, Rashawn Harvey. Well, Coach, it was, if you wanted to talk basketball here at West Liberty for almost 30 years, it was always Coach Allum and the Lady Toppers. And Garcia, quarterback, sneaks it into the end zone, makes this a 47-16 ball game. We're awaiting the extra point. Continuing to tack it on.
You know, that was an impressive drive right there. That's where you roll up the sleeve and bring the lunch bucket out and say, we're in the second half with the lead, and we're just going to take over the line of scrimmage and eat clock, and you're not just eating clock, you're getting points out of it. So that's probably as good a drive as we've seen all year.
Yeah. Those of you that are watching at the Dirty Dog right now, in the Dirty Dog 4th quarter, getting to see the Toppers continue to build on their lead in the best game they've played all year long. Make it 48-16, 11:39 left to go in the Dirty Dog 4th quarter. We will return on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
From humble beginnings in 1837, West Liberty University has been home to thousands of students. Whether you're a recent high school graduate or looking to complete a college degree later in life, starting your educational career at West Liberty University will be the catalyst for your future. This is a place where you will discover who you are and where you belong, surrounded by lifelong friends and a supportive faculty and staff. Start your journey home at westliberty.edu.
Chick-fil-A has really helped me, from leadership styles to understanding different levels of communication. I'm actually a team leader at this point. It's a great experience, and it's because of my team and the guests.
And welcome back to West Family Stadium Hall of Fame Day. Toppers lead at 48-16 over the Glenville State Pioneers. We've also had Coach Allum just announce retirement from athletic director Brad Forshee, a former coach on the football team, taking over as interim athletic director. He's also the compliance guy for NCAA. But Coach, some of the memories that I have of your days as coaching, and I wasn't there for all of them, but some of the more recent ones that you had that I remember, whether I was producing or calling games, making the Sweet 16, being down at Virginia Union, and seeing some of those games. It was one of the better women's teams I've ever seen, for certain.
Well, and I've been absolutely blessed and fortunate, and however you want else to describe it. You recruit good kids, and they make you look good. And I had some great teams, and today with Christy Peabody getting in, that was the first championship team. But they're all special in their own way, and the teams that didn't win championships are special in their own way. But I've just been absolutely blessed. There's no other way of saying it, and I've enjoyed even calling the games once I stepped down from the sideline. I just enjoy being around our sports teams and getting to know the athletes and the coaches, and charm life.
Completion here for the Pioneers. And the tackle made for the Toppers, done by the man who got the interception a little while ago, Brennan Bailey, number 1. And on the basketball side, when you retired as a coach, Coach Kyle Cooper took over and has done a tremendous job since then. And I've got no doubt that former coach Brad Forshee will do the same thing as athletic director.
Yeah, Brad, he was quite a coach himself, was our defensive line coach for years. And again, he's paid his dues. But getting back to this football game, we have 60 plays, 444 yards in this game with almost 11 minutes left in this half. So this has just been a dominant performance on both sides of the ball, and I'm going to give coaching credit here. You start the game with a trick play that turns into an 82-yard touchdown, and we've just never looked back.
Yeah. Garrett down the right side on the seam route. A flag is thrown.
I think they may call a hold here.
It was Mason Gates and Chris Wilson in coverage. And they call the hold on the 6'2" freshman Mason Gates,
who made an impact on this game in the first half. You called his name several times in big plays.
And the fact that he's only a freshman makes me very happy. If he can do this as a freshman, just wait, folks. We've seen some very good safeties up here at West Liberty University. Logan Deary is one of them that I can remember from the past. Pass, good catch there for the Pioneers. Still moving, and eventually brought down by Shimp. But a good gain into the Topper territory. Spotted at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Glenville going to tempo and getting up on the line of scrimmage, which they scored a touchdown out of that earlier in the game after a big play.
Pass across the middle, almost picked off, but a hold in the backfield, the offensive backfield. This one, even if it was caught, would be coming back. That was plain as day, as Breandre Horsley was being held pretty well. That was one of the more egregious holds I've ever seen. So make it 1st down and 20 from the 44-yard line. Hand this one off. Menger. It's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 18 coming up.
Now, even with the huge lead here in the fourth quarter, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're on the defensive side of the ball, you got pride. You don't want to start giving up TD drives. So let's see if the Hilltoppers can flex and get a stop here.
Garrett's going to have to run with this football. Shimp trying to chase him down. Can't trip him up. Oh, he was close to the sideline, and a flag will be thrown. I don't see anybody going to argue that too much. Gage Fiore, number 53, the redshirt sophomore linebacker. A late hit.
Did you see that one in the NFL game the other day?
Yes.
Similar play. That was about as bad as I've ever seen. Yeah. He lit him up, but
it was a former teammates too.
Yeah.
That was the other crazy part about it. That one by Fiore looked a lot less intent to injure or anything like that than the one in the NFL did. The one in the NFL looked personal. Maybe something had been said when they were teammates. Who knows? Jay Johnson into the game for the Toppers, a 5'11", 225 junior linebacker. Garrett passes off the hands and incomplete, intended for Orion Bonner. It's good to see him back in the game. He was a little bit banged up earlier on.
Let's see if West Liberty can get a stop here.
2nd and 10.
9:14 left in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter. Toppers with a 32-point lead. Garrett pass is deflected by Cam Rice. That might be the second deflection he's had. He's maybe the first. The first time he did it, he hit the quarterback's arm. But brings up a 3rd and long for Glenville.
Just got a text from close friend and mentor for years, John McCullough. So if you're listening out there, Dr. McCullough, it's glad to hear from you.
Menger still on his feet and brought down at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 2. You want to talk about a hard run? That was one right there. Great example of it. Menger again into the end zone. And a touchdown for the Pioneers, 48-22, awaiting the extra point.
Now they got to go for 2 here, right?
Well, here comes the kicker.
Because if you get 2, you're down 24, which is 3 scores.
Mm-hmm. The extra point is good. Brody Lehman able to kick that one through, make it 48 to 23. 8:45 left to play in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter. We will take a quick media break on the MEC Network on Topper Station.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Roger Wiley. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Hilltoppers call, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Welcome back to West Family Stadium in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter. 8:45 left to play in this ball game. The Toppers with a 25-point lead. West Liberty leads the series history 46-33-4. And maybe not jumping ahead of myself, it might make that 47. They've won 12 of the last 23, has West Liberty. And we've talked about next week a little bit already, as Glenville State travels back home, as Wheeling will have to go to Glenville to take on the Pioneers October 14th at 1:30 p.m. It'll be Glenville taking on Wheeling at home at 1:30 next Saturday, as West Liberty will travel to West Virginia Wesleyan and go down to Buckhannon. That was always one of my favorite trips back in the day, traveling down there. Buckhannon, a beautiful part of West Virginia. Onside kick here, and it is recovered. Great job by the freshman kicker just to follow that kick on his own and recover it. Brody Lehman. And Glenville will take over. It's only 1 second they lose off the clock, and Garrett and company are back out there.
Executed perfectly.
Garrett looking left side, fires it, has a man there, it's Barnett. Pass is going to be caught into the end zone. Touchdown Pioneers, just like that. We await the extra point, but now it is a 48-23 to it'll be 48-30, awaiting the extra point, to 48-29. Try to make it an 18-point game, and only 10 seconds have gone off the clock since the last touchdown.
You know, crazy things happen in football.
And the man who kicked and recovered the onside kick boots the extra point. So now it is an 18-point game, 48-30, 8:35 left to play in the Dirty Dog fourth. We will be right back on the Mountain East Conference Digital Network on Topper Station.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
And welcome back. And now the Toppers are going to be looking for that onside kick after the last time, 10 seconds ago.
You know, there's still a lot of time left in this football game.
I don't think this fourth quarter is going to go quite as quickly as the third did. Lehman on again. Onside kick once again. This one's going to be recovered by West Liberty. Chris Charles get this one at the 50-yard line. And the West Liberty Hilltoppers will start right there. So 8:34 left. And we'll see how much time West Liberty can run off this clock.
You know, Glenville up to almost 400 yards of total offense with 8 minutes left.
Kane Smith in there for the Toppers at tailback, number 34. It's the first time we've said his name today. Smith off the right side. Trying to put out a stiff arm, but a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up. We're getting to see some other guys in there for West Liberty right now get a little bit more playing time. Tay Corelli Johnson II is at the top of your screen at receiver. And the man that's normally your punter, number 80, Brennan Seacrest, is at the bottom of your screen, number 80. Smith trying to find some room. He's going to lose a couple of yards. They're going to call it 3rd down and 10. So Toppers bring some of their big guns back into the ball game, whether it be Harvey, Charles, and Turner. And Kadeem Richards back at tailback.
West Liberty bleeding these play clocks down, which trying to shorten this game with a 18-point lead.
Garcia left side, pass is off the mark, incomplete. Toppers will have to punt with 7:01 left in this Dirty Dog 4th quarter.
So you're in this part of the game now where you've got to step up on defense. You just can't let them score in 3 plays.
And we've seen the Hilltoppers do. Oh, punt. This one's going to be blocked. Seacrest catches it out of the air, but he's going to be tackled at the 38-yard line. Glenville State takes over with 38 yards to go before the end zone. Glenville trying to make a furious comeback here. And they've kind of flip-flopped from what we've seen West Liberty do early in the year when they were down and how they always continued to fight back. That's what Glenville State is showing right now. And Garrett will look to his right. Fires a rocket pass. It's going to be caught right at the 1st down. Oh, they're going to call him a yard short. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 after a gain of 9.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Glenville still has all 3 of their timeouts. Garrett right side again. Rolls that way. He could run for a 1st down, but Shimp forces him to go out of bounds before he can cross the 1st down marker.
Let's see where the spot. Yeah, you're right.
That's surprising.
Yeah, that's a heck of a play right there. Keeps the clock moving. And
so that goes to 3rd and 2 for a long one. Nolan Shimp again for the Topper defense. This one's going to be a handoff. Hit. And just barely enough for the 1st down. Pioneers will move the chains. Man on the carry, Davion Wood. 5'9" sophomore tailback for Glenville. Garrett fires this one. Oh, off the mark. Bullet pass again. Tariq Miller was the man intended.
Garrett would like to have that throwback because pretty significant separation, and he did not have to thread the needle. He could have put up just a little bit of air on that ball, and that would have been a walk-in TD. So West Liberty's got to figure out something different here.
Garrett hands this one off. Wood on the carry will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
It's 3rd down.
5.5 minutes to play in this Dirty Dog 4th quarter. Garrett looking left, fires this one, short pass, but it's caught. It's going to be very close to the 1st down. Going to be a yard ahead of the line to gain. So 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
And see, again, this is where the new clock rules do make a difference, you know. Conceivably 8 to 10, 11 seconds.
Garrett fires a pass to Barnett. That one is also going to be a 1st down, gain of 11. 1st and goal from the 7. 4.5 minutes remain now in this Dirty Dog 4th quarter. Once it gets to 2 minutes, there's no more 1st downs on this drive anyways, but after that 2 minutes, the clock will stop on a 1st down. Glenville still all 3 timeouts left. Garrett across the middle, pass is tipped away. Brennan Bailey again. He's had some big, big moments in the secondary in this ball game.
Glenville probably took a little bit more time getting that play off than they wanted. They had a nice little drive going here, but they probably burned an extra 15 seconds there before that snap.
So 2nd down and goal from the 7. Garrett right side, throws it up. Tried to get it to his tailback, doing the wheel ride out of the backfield. Was intended for Menger, but Brennan Bailey right there. 3rd and goal from the 7. Garrett across the middle, pass is there, short of the goal line though. Make it 4th down and goal from the 1.
Glenville thought they scored and they ran out extra guys and had to burn a time, or no, they did not take the timeout. So if you're the Hilltoppers, the game got shortened by another 30 seconds right here, so.
David Livingston was the tight end on the reception to get them to the 1-yard line. 4th and goal. Here we go. False start on the Pioneers. False start on Justin Collier. They had brought an extra lineman in for that play on the goal line as well, but back him up to the 6.
Now see, here's an interesting decision. A field goal cuts it to 2 scores.
Well, here comes Garrett looking left, fires it, pass is going to be caught. Did he get into the end zone?
He did not.
They're going to say no, they held him. What a goal line stand for the Topper defense. Unbelievable. And again, Mason Gates and company. Unbelievable.
That was a huge play.
Coach Keller was hoping there was replay or something at this level to take another look, but there is not.
We might see a quarterback sneak here, Todd.
Yeah, they're on the inch line. 1st and 10, 99.9 yards to go. Garcia, that's what they do. The What do they call it nowadays? The tush push?
Yeah. That was a good play right there. That was pretty good push from the offensive line. Get you a little bit out of danger there, because you're right. It was 99 point whatever yards. It couldn't have been any closer to the goal line. A little bit of breathing room.
We used to call that play the goose and go or sign a count, quarterback sneak, all those good stuff.
Glenville sitting on 3 timeouts. Surprised that maybe they didn't take one right there.
Yeah, and it's still rolling down to under 10 seconds on the play clock as we get to 2:20 in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter. Twin sidecars. Oh, the snap over the head of Garcia and a safety.
Oh, my.
So West Liberty will now have to kick the ball off to Glenville State, or free kick. It is 48-32 with 2:15 remaining in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter.
And now it is a 2-score game.
Yes, it is.
And Glenville's still sitting with 3 timeouts left. So.
Well, this tough turn of events for West Liberty right there. As now they will have to kick off and play some good defense again.
It's never easy, is it?
Absolutely not. So now here come the toppers. It looks like it will be Brennan Sechrist on for the free kick. Back deep for Glenville. Looks like it's going to be Zion Barnett or maybe Christian McPoyle. I believe they have them both back there.
Kicking into a significant wind.
Sechrist's kick will be caught at the 30. Miller returns that up to the 49-yard line. Shimp, the man on the tackle on special teams. 2:09 left in this final frame. We had a fantastic finish last weekend for the Toppers. Is this going to be another fantastic finish?
Well, see, the big key with this is Glenville's still sitting on 3 timeouts, so you've got to make them earn something here. You just cannot give up chunk plays in this situation.
Garrett, right side, pass almost. I mean, that should have been a pick six. Mason Gates, the freshman, hit him directly between the 2 and the 6. I think he was just shocked that ball was coming right at him.
Wow. And the kid's played a tremendous game.
Yes.
So,
he's one of the standouts on the defensive side of the ball today for West Liberty. And hey, you know, it could have been what it could have been, but it is what it is, and it was a knockdown. It was a stop. 2nd down and 10. Cam Rice on the pressure. Pass is going to be caught, forced out of bounds by Brennan Bailey. Menger gets a gain of about 5, maybe 6. We'll call it 3rd down and 4 with the clock continuing to roll.
Yeah, got lucky there right at the 2-minute mark, or the clock stops.
Yep.
So West Liberty again benefits almost 15 seconds on that call right there. 16 seconds.
5 wide for Glenville. Garrett's pass is going to be caught at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line.
Now the clock does stop here to move the chains, so.
Chains are set. Ball is set. Clock is now rolling. Garrett looking. Middle of the field. There's going to be a flag thrown, and there shouldn't be too much argument. There was some contact from Brennan Bailey onto Zion Barnett.
You know, I just hate bringing this up, but the key is Coach Keller's been able to pocket all 3 of these timeouts. So even if you get a quick score here, You can play the stop them on first down timeout, and you might be forcing West Liberty. This is not the way we wanted to end this, but let's see if we can step up and make a play here.
Trips to the left side for Garrett. He looks left, fires this one. Pass almost tipped away, but it's caught. He's going to be brought down at the 2. The man on the catch, Orion Bonner. Clock is stopped. 1st and goal. Garrett, a big man, he's just going to push forward. The tush push play. They're going to say he stopped at the 1. And a timeout is called by Glenville State, their first of the half. 1:13 remaining in the Dirty Dog fourth quarter.
Well, finally, Glenville uses one of those 3. That helps if you're a Topper fan.
So 73 seconds remain in this ball game that at one point was a massive blowout, 41-16. It is now 48-32. And we've seen, again, the Toppers be on the other side of this before against Fairmont State here in the first home game of the year. It was kind of a similar situation, and that was a game that we felt like the Toppers had a chance to win, even though they were down big early. Now Glenville is coming back to have a similar feel.
West Liberty benefits from a pretty good spot there, too.
So they add about 4 seconds to the game clock, make it 1:17 left to play. Saeed Galloway in the backfield. I formation. Let's see if they just try to push it in with Garrett one more time. Man in motion. The handoff to Galloway. He's into the end zone. The Pioneers get the touchdown they were looking for.
Now here comes a big 2-point conversion. You get a stop, you probably win the game. Glenville converts, and we're all nervous again because you got to recover an onside kick. And
48-38 as we stand right now. Glenville comes out with a 2 tight end set. Garrett looking middle of the field. Pass is there. It is caught. Converted. 48-40. Somehow we've gotten to this point. It's kind of crazy what Glenville's been able to do in the last quarter and a half.
So did Glenville use the timeout?
I thought they did, but...
I mean, there was a timeout.
Correct. So maybe it's just not off the scoreboard, but...
Well, let me go check. So take over here.
Okay. We got 74 seconds remaining in this Dirty Dog fourth quarter, and the Toppers are again going to have to be looking for that onside kick. They let the freshman kicker for Glenville State get the first one. He kicked it to himself and was just able to run up and recover it on his own, Brody Lehman. The second one didn't quite work out so well. The Toppers able to recover the second, but Glenville State has just poured it on here in the second half after the Toppers looked like they were going to cruise to a victory after the first 2 quarters had been played. So again, Lehman will try to get a good bounce off the tee.
So Glenville did use the timeout. They're left with 2.
Gets a decent bounce, but will still be recovered by Chris Charles, the Toppers receiver. So 2 timeouts left for Glenville. The Toppers get a couple first downs. And the ball game will be over.
And see, that's why that big stop on the 1 yard line made all the difference in the world. If Glenville's sitting here with 3 timeouts, West Liberty can't take knees or whatever because you're going to be punting with 45, 50 seconds left. So
it will be Asbury in the backfield. The Toppers in a two tight end set. Garcia is just going to quarterback sneak, push him forward for 1.5 yards. And a timeout called by Glenville. Their second timeout. They've got one remaining. So now West Liberty looking for their second straight victory. Got their first victory of the year last week at Concord on a walk-off touchdown. And then started this game. First play, big play. As they threw an 82-yard touchdown pass. Chris Charles to Rashawn Harvey. And Charles has accounted for 3 touchdowns today, 2 receiving, 1 passing. Same with Garcia, except all 3 of his touchdowns are passing. As the Toppers will stack the receivers to the top of the screen on 2nd and 8, hand it off to Asbury. Good penetration by the defense of Glenville State, no gain. Timeout is called. That is the third and final timeout with 64 seconds remain. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Toppers. So West Liberty could run it one more time, waste about 40 seconds, leave about 24 seconds left on the clock. And Glenville, with no timeouts, would have to travel whatever distance of the field.
still makes you nervous for the punting situation after they already blocked one.
Yes. Well, it's always entertaining here at West Family Stadium one way or another, folks. You will find yourself on the edge of your seat at some point. Both teams get back out there on this crucial 3rd down in the Dirty Dog 4th quarter.
I think if I'm Rudy, I'm backpedaling and even using 3 or 4 more seconds.
Oh, and they got Glenville State to jump on the hard count. So move them up 5 yards. Now it goes from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3. See if Coach Wiley tells him do it again. Get him to jump one more time.
I think they have to put that second back on the clock, don't they?
That's exactly what the linesman is going to tell the official. They do. They add that 1 second back. It's almost like Coach Olam has dealt with officials before and knows what they're gonna do. Garcia with the hard count. Now he gets up under center, or will he? 8 on the play clock. Asbury takes it. Makes a man miss. Still moving forward. That's enough for the first down. That should be ball game. Toppers will get their 2nd straight victory. Well, Glenville showed a ton of heart getting back into this ball game when they could have easily just quit and given up. And you heard listening to Coach Keller earlier this week on his coach's show. You kind of got the feeling these two teams are pretty similar. And things that they've dealt with. You heard with Coach Wiley too. They're very similar teams. And if you just looked at the scoreboard after today, didn't get to watch or listen to any of this game, you would have thought, wow, that was a really close game. And at the end of the day, the Toppers took a huge lead and were able to hang on till the very end and pick up a 48-40 victory on Hall of Fame Day here at West Liberty University. And you're already seeing a bunch of the coaching staff heading directly to Coach Keller and Coach Hill to say good game, and now that the 000s have hit, they can go from being adversaries back to being friends.
Yeah, crazy ending. Don't want to take away from 2/3 of this game. West Liberty played about as well as they possibly could. Give Glenville credit. They battled, as you were talking about, and made it interesting that West Liberty wins its second straight, and they go on the road next week in a very winnable football game situation, and the season has turned for the good.
Yeah, we'll see if the Toppers can make it 3 in a row next week as they head to West Virginia Wesleyan, 1 p.m. next Saturday, October 14th. And then the next home game will be October 21st. Notre Dame College comes to the Hilltop. That is special start time at 5 p.m. October 21st is the next home game here at West Family Stadium. For Glenville State, they go back home. Wheeling will travel down to them next week, and they will play at 1:30 p.m. Coach, again, great broadcast, great game. Thank you so much, and congratulations on you get to relax now. Now you get to do all the stuff you enjoy doing. If you don't enjoy doing it, you don't have to nowadays.
Yeah, that's great. Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, thank you to all the students that helped with this broadcast. Thanks to Trent Nicholson and Teresa Gretchen. Thank you all so much, Topper Nation, for listening to this broadcast. The Toppers win 2 in a row, 48-40 over Glenville State on Hall of Fame Day. For Coach Lynn Allum, I am Todd Allum. Thank you for joining us on Topper Station.